Yeah, just lost, and then randomly somebody. Yeah.
Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Let me tell you something real quickly there, Ric Flair. There's a lot of hard times going out there. Comic book industry got a lot of hard times. All these people out there talking like they know what they're talking about. It's real hard times. They don't get invited to birthdays, so they're all butthurt. I'm telling you, it's real hard times.
Yeah, that's real hard times.
Hey, how we doing today? Good. Hard times going on, huh? We just started without it. People just talking. Commercials are running right now. Flipping like 30 of our viewers out. Oh, that's awesome. We're going to talk a little bit. We got a little bit of a guest here from my great home state, the greatest state there is, Michigan. We got Dub Low down there. Dub, say hi to everybody.
What's up, everybody? Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. We also have got two guests coming later because we've got a special announcement. That's probably what the third thing should have been, special announcement in it. But we'll get to that a little bit later. I will say a little PSA or a little housekeeping as is. If you're going to criticize the way people look, you should probably have a picture of yourself in profile. You should probably do that. And by the way, cryptocurrency. I mean, come on, bro. You're pathetic. All right. Let's talk about it. So I brought Dub on here because I told everybody, I promised everybody, I said, hey guys, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna go down to FlintCon for one day. I'm gonna give up fishing. I'm just gonna give up fishing. I'm not gonna do it. Oh wait, I didn't say hi to everybody. The chat's going crazy. I didn't say hi to everybody. Let me say hi to them first. Who's all here? Okay, Eric, good to see you. Great to talk to you. I know you're laughing about all this like I'm laughing about it. It's everybody's funny. First to hit the like button. Good job. Thank you, Darth. Good to talk to you too, as usual. Savannah saying hi again. It was always nice meeting you. It's good to see you. If he gets too loud, you just kick on the floor and we'll take care of that. What is BK trolling about today? Oh God, did we unmute this guy permanently or can we give him a little bit of ban? I'm here to find out how much acetate does Marco have at the lake house? Well, enough. It's time. Hey, all. Joe, what do we got? Oh, Thundercats.
I got some little snarf action going.
Top 5 all-time 80s comics or 80s cartoons, Saturday morning cartoons.
Don't forget, Sticks wants to be on when we do that.
I think Lopez does too. I think every person in the chat wants to be on while we're doing that. It's funny how long it gets.
Sub out for that one because I 80s. I'm not super fans of Spider-Man. I'm lost.
Good to see you, Joe. Darth Lopez just hanging out. Kurt Russell, yeah. Yo, what's going on, Patrick? Good to see you. It is real hard times. Hi, Nathan. What's up, Nathan? Look, some love there. Man, Corbin, yes. We asked him, is he getting married or is he going to church? And he said neither.
Nah, it's the work
he
thing.
said he says he's cruising libraries for the senior citizen discount. Okay. Mark, good evening. Thank you for your membership too. Black Ops, good to see you. What's up? Eric, always good. Didn't Eric, I think, just showed another heater book that I want. I need to go over his house or wherever he lives and start digging through his collection because lately he's had a couple books that I just might have to steal or maybe cut lines for. You never know. All right. I love it. Check out the tie. Good. He loves it.
Appreciate that.
Comic Barbarian says something. Anyone?
I was saying thank you. You know what? I'm done with you.
Mark, what's up with the? We're doing well. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hopefully we won't go too long and you'll be able to stay up for the whole thing again. Ryan, what's going on? Ryan, did you go to Flint? I didn't go to Flint, unfortunately. AOA, hey, good to see you. Excellent. So here's the deal. So I didn't go. That's spoiler alert. Didn't end up going. Spoiler alert. Went fishing instead. Big surprise. But it wasn't my fault. Brian Smith. Do you know Brian, Doug? I'll introduce you next time. You know him? Longer hair guy. He's got a ponytail, glasses.
I know people, but I don't know names. So there's a bunch of people that I know at the show.
So the whole deal was if he talked me out of going to C2E2. He said, go to Flint. And I said, well, I will, but this is the deal. I'm not going up there if it sucks because it's supposed to be an hour drive. It's supposed to be an hour and 10 minutes from where I live. So I was like, I'm gonna stay home Friday and just drink myself into oblivion, party and fish, and then text me and call me and let me know should I come up on Sunday. And by 11 o'clock on Saturday, he's like, bro, save your gas. Not because the con was that bad, but he had gone up 2 ways. He'd gone up 2 different ways to get up there. Both ways added like 30 minutes onto the trek up there. And he's like, it just isn't for you. It's not worth it to come up here for, almost a 2-hour drive one way, 4 hours both ways. It just isn't worth that for that concept. Yeah, I know, Joe, right? No, there's one guy. He knows who he is. He's our age. We usually hang out together. So when I see Dub there, we're usually hanging together. Actually, where your booth was at MCM, the booth that was 2 up from you on the corner spot, that was Matt and Brian. That's who was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, now he does know.
They're across from me in Livonia a lot of times.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I know exactly where
across from you in Livonia. You over at you do the nights thing now, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, we can talk later about that. We don't do that one anymore, but we had done it for a very long time.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So I brought him on so that he could tell us if it truly was bad or if it truly was not bad. Kind of what he saw over there and how it went. Now this is the second year for this con, so it's still. Well, tell us what size of a con it would be.
So it was a small, I believe it was a hockey arena, but it was not huge. I was like a high school sized hockey arena is what it felt like to me. There was seats up above where the con floor was, and the floor was very ashy. I felt like it was a covering. They said next year they're gonna have a twice the size is what they told us. But
gonna make the hockey rink bigger.
Well, I guess there's another hockey rink on the other side. I don't know. I feel like this was a practice facility is what we were in, and that bigger hockey arena is on the other side. Is my guess.
I think it's a rec thing, isn't it? Isn't it a rec thing where they have
they have concerts there, and other
Wings.
things too.
It's almost like Wings Stadium out in.
Smaller than Wings though. The room we were in was definitely smaller than Wings. In Kalamazoo,
yeah, but you don't need raised seating for a convention to sell comp. What are you going to do up in those seats?
Well, there were people sitting there, and then behind there somehow is where they had the panels upstairs, and behind where the seating was, so I could hear the panels going on up there, and I could see people sitting in the blue seats. But I never went up there, so I don't really know what the deal was. But there was hockey players there at some point too, sitting up there, so I don't know.
Flint Firebirds.
The PNW. Dude, there's hockey arenas all right. CompuWare's right down. There's the Olympic ways down there. We have hockey arenas all over Michigan. It's as common as football fields out here. So, but yeah, so that it is an interesting setup. How was Loden? Not bad.
That Loden was probably the most. When I got there, man, I was like, "What am I doing here?" Because I drove in and I had a van, a full-size van, and I pull into the thing, and there is a roundabout, and I didn't know how to even get through to get to a parking lot. I mean, the roundabout was full on both sides. Mm-hmm. It was there was no organization whatsoever for the load-in, nothing. And so I made my way up to the parking lot, which was up a hill and around past this gate where the people would park for the concert. And then I had to wait up there for at least an hour before I could figure out a spot. And then finally a spot cleared up. My wife and my sister were there helping me. They ran down and they literally, my wife was laying on the ground in the parking lot to block a spot for me so I could put the van down.
That's love. That's
no
love right
joke, man. Yeah, that's I picked the right one, man. Let me tell you, I am lucky. She was laying there.
She passed.
Laying down in traffic for you.
Then there was still a guy that tried to come over and steal the spot, and I pulled, of course, and then, I'm not gonna fight with the guy over our parking spot, but it's just hey, didn't you guys watch the spot for me? Then he kind of took off, and then everything was fine. But we finally we had to wait over an hour to get there. Then we got loaded in. Parking lot was I don't know what you expect a Flint parking lot to be, but imagine Michigan roads, potholes.
Yeah,
we had to maneuver away to get to, to get to the actual door. Once we got inside, it was then all of a sudden it looked like a con.
Yeah.
Inside it was actually looked decent. Besides the ashy floor, everything was well laid out. Everything was numbered, organized, and everything was fine once we got in there.
Yeah.
These guys are not letting up.
Okay.
Taking over the dive.
She was like, literally, I was so stretched out.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god.
Well, okay,
God.
let me explain Flint nicely without trying to offend any of the Flintites.
Flint, Michigan Mega Bowl.
Yeah, so it's it's a community that's been hard hit multiple times.
Oh yeah.
Multiple times. So yeah, it's not the outside of stuff in Flint, even inside sometimes isn't the nicest of areas. So, but you live in Wayne County, right? Do you mind?
No, I live in Macomb.
Oh, you live in Macomb. Oh, so
Mhm.
all right. Did you hit the traffic up there or no? Were you fine?
We hit on 75. We hit traffic. I actually turned around on 75, went up, and I had to go around the traffic because it was
So
ridiculous.
how long did it take you to get up there? Was it longer? I was just wondering because it seemed like every vendor was ticked off by the time they got there. I don't think it was the
No.
potholes or the turnaround. I
No.
think it was like because a lot of people come up from Ohio and a lot of people come up, come over from the south.
Yeah, 75 up by the palace. I don't know what was going on there, but
Yeah,
I
it
literally
was-
turned around before I got to the palace
Are on
and
fire.
took surface streets to get past. Went around the Great Lakes Crossing, and then I was able to get past up there. But that was an extra 45 minutes. The
Yeah,
traffic was just dead stopped. There was nothing I could do.
and you loaded. It was Friday. What was the con days? Friday, Saturday. Was
No, Saturday, Sunday was the
Yeah.
con. That was Friday that we drove up there the night
Okay.
before. And the loading times were weird. You couldn't start loading till 4:00.
Mhm.
That was when loading started. It was a 4 to 9, and
That's
then
practice that
because
day
the vendor
before.
didn't get off of work till 3:30.
yeah, and then like so 5 hours. If you got to start at 4,
Yeah.
and then you had to be there 6 in the morning because they let advance tickets in at 8:00 the next morning. So
6
we had
a.m.?
6 a.m. We had to be there because 8 a.m. was the advance ticket holders.
Oh
Or
hell!
the- oh my god! It
No
was
wonder
like
you told me
no
11
sleep.
o'clock to fucking save it.
Yeah, we were exhausted already by Friday night, and then
You didn't stay up
Saturday
in
morning.
Flint, did you? You didn't
Yeah,
stay.
we did. No, we had to because I couldn't drive an hour. Like it's over an hour back, and I could talk to you about that hotel.
No, yeah, go ahead. I mean, we tell it all, but I wouldn't stay in
Yeah.
Flint. I mean, I'm not staying in Flint. I'm not.
I
I'm too old.
but I couldn't drive back like an hour and a half each way.
Yeah.
We already weren't getting sleep,
Yeah.
So the official hotel of the con, we were going to we were going to say that we're like, oh, maybe it's okay, like it's the official hotel, but then we started looking up the reviews, and no, like
Cracks.
everything, like
Crack.
I have a buddy, Tim, who's a dealer as well, and he worked for Marriott for like years.
Oh, it
and
was a
he-
Marriott?
it was a Marriott that was the official, like courtside maybe by
What am I
Marriott.
coming up for?
And he said he worked for Marriott for years. He walked in, looked at the place for a minute, and asked for his money back and walked right out. And he drove half an hour away to go stay somewhere else. And he was a Marriott guy, so he knew
Jesus.
what it was. So like we didn't stay at the Marriott. We decided to stay at a different place. And the
Okay.
hotel we stayed at, we pulled in the parking lot. There are 3 cop cars in the parking lot. There's dudes up against the car with arms up against the car like this, getting arrested. We watched the car get impounded.
Oh.
While we're there, and we're just like, I brought all my books with me to this room. I loaded them all up. I wasn't leaving them at the show. I was
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
I wasn't leaving them in the van.
Yeah.
So I loaded up one of those hotel carts with 14 boxes of books. We wheeled them upstairs, and they kept them kept that cart in the room all night. And then I was nervous the whole night.
Yeah, I say that, but there's a couple years in Baltimore where we used to stay at B&Bs, but we stayed in this certain, like, we didn't know. And like, it's like we got shot at one time. I mean,
Staying in hostels.
yeah, I mean, no, yeah, we were staying above a bodega. I mean, they don't call them bodegas there, but we were above a bodega, and like the strip club was across the street. I mean, like
Wow.
that might be member only stories. I think I gotta tell the member only stories for that one because it gets really good. But yeah, no. So like, there's other ones too. Like we were under the bridge one time. There's a con under a bridge one time, and I mean,
Was it run by trolls?
no, but we luckily. So actually, this is it. So that guy Brian, no matter where I go with him, eventually he's going to take me someplace shade. That's the one where me and him went to Kentucky, and we ended up in the meth park. Like,
yeah.
So
the
usually
shade
it's like,
from the-
that's why I'm like, I'm not coming up on Saturday. Call me if it's good, and I'll come up on Sunday. So, well, good. So then, how did it go for you?
So all that being said, the show was actually really busy on Saturday. I mean, like nonstop. We had customers like all day long, and we couldn't leave the booth hardly at all because we just constantly, and so part of it is, I had my books there, I sell toys, a little bit of everything, but this was like my wife set up a little bit before, but she went hardcore to sell her stuff there. So she has her own business, and she makes handmade charms and accessories and like cute kawaii things. And so we had her at the front of the table, and people were like stopping, like the cosplayers and the anime kids and everybody. That's who's stopping at the booth. I sold a few books, but she crushed it with her stuff. And that's what people were coming to buy, and there was tons of those people there. So kids, even the people, other dealers' kids were buying stuff from her. So it was
diversify the inventory.
That's exactly. Kind of, me and Dub were talking about this too. Like that's even us. We've always set up with a toy vendor next to us. We usually set up with Chris next to us, which is also a good friend of ours. But we are now starting like to do our own because like when I'm in like at Motor City, we do toys, whatever. We're starting to pick up just small bits. Like for example, we just started picking like these things, right? Like we're getting them on clearance at Target. They're $20. We're getting them for right now is the time where Target's redoing it. We're getting them for $3-4. Like, yeah, when we go to the next con, we'll be putting $20 on those things and we'll be selling them for $15. Right. Same thing. Like, I don't know if you see, but there's all those little here. Hold on.
Oh boy, what are you pulling down now? The hell is that?
Backpack.
Yeah, all the little Funko backpacks. They've started to go. Those were clearancing out. I think the Loki ones were $3.99 or $4.99. So I started scanning all of them, and then it turned out all the Star Wars ones were also $3 and $4.99. So, I mean, to throw these up in your booth, throw it down on the ground, like, we used to put dollar books on the ground, but let's be honest, we're getting older. Carrying long boxes of dollar books like that are crap, and usually it's the crappier stuff that's about to get cycled out anyways.
Right.
And a lot of our customers are not in the healthiest shape, shall we say, nor do they want to be on, like you had, ashy cotton floors anymore. So we've stopped doing that, but kids love it down there. You can put that stuff down there. It's really cheap. You go to garage sales, you just pick up big stuff, big boxes.
Would it be weird? Because for the people that still do have the dollar books under the table, would it be weird if I brought one of those gardening kneeling pads with me?
Oh,
in the backpack, throw it down.
Absolutely. You know what? If it ever gets slow and there's somebody out there, a lot of times people hate it, especially if you're a bigger dude. People hate that I do this, but I'll take the chair out because I don't ever sit down, so I don't use the chair behind the table.
You offer the chair to somebody to,
especially if they're regulars. I'll always offer them the chair, and then somebody will give a shit looking on.
Yeah, I've been offered the chair quite a few times. I always say no. Then I was like, then I feel really obligated.
Yeah. Baltimore is nuts. I don't get Beanie Babies, but I will tell you, like all those little, like my buddies have been doing it for years, and I've just used them to kind of put our tables with them. Usually we'll buy 2 to 3 tables and we'll just mix it up. But yeah, like all those little action figures that are open, all those Lucy's, like they go to the garage sales and they'll pick up big boxes, and you'll see them all the time. And it's the best thing ever because just like you could probably attest this too. When the little kid's looking at like the toys or the jewelry or whatever, and the parent, not the wife, because the wife will look at that shit too, but the guy that wants to buy stuff or the girl that wants to buy stuff and the kid's there and the husband or whatever, dude, you get an extra 35, 45 minutes out of them. And by the way, since they're buying something for them, they pull their money out already. So they're going to buy it.
Exactly.
You see it all the time. And I think that's kind of like one of the things, one of the things, because I, especially after hearing all this stuff the last 5 days, apparently there's not a lot of people that vend that talk about it all the time. Apparently there's not a lot of people that actually go to cons that talk about it all the time. But like for us, you know what I mean? Like this is kind of the way that it's been going. And I think we're going to see more of this hybrid type sales structure. You know what I mean? Like at one point there was a lot of people that are getting into cards and comics, putting them together, but that's not necessarily what you have to do. Cards and toys kind of go together now. I mean, that's what the card guys has been doing. The card guys around us, they've been doing cards and toys underneath for a long time like this.
Exactly.
And it's very well for them. But I think that's kind of like our evolution. If you really want to start having people buy books off your wall, you have to have a parent, an adult who has their hands free, their kids occupied, and they can actually look at the book. And I think that's so.
It makes a lot of sense. You got to have a little bit of stuff for everybody. And like you said, the kid can look at the toys, the wife can look at the charms, the dude can come look at, or whoever's buying the comics can come look at the comics, or maybe it's the other way around,
Right. Yeah. Maybe the dudes are looking at the charms and the kids. And
Right. That actually happened.
That
I'm not gonna lie.
That ain't the weirdest shit I've seen at a con before. Believe me.
No, plenty of that.
Mm-hmm.
So
So,
it puts everybody at ease because then they know, all right, I'm not making my significant other wait because they got something to do. So I feel comfortable in looking like I don't feel rushed.
the worst feeling is when that guy looks like he's looking for his wallet and you can see he's just glaring at that book and he kind of even wants to go and the wife grabs on him and goes, "Hey, hon, we got to go." Or the kids start screaming and you're like, "Shit, dude.
Like, come on.
You promised them McDonald's."
And he's like, "I'll be right back. I'll be right back." He's not coming back.
He's not coming back.
He's gone then. He's gone. You have to get that sale done. So,
It's like Patrick Swayze. He's not coming back.
He's not coming back. So that was Saturday. Saturday went well for you. How'd Sunday go? Was it similar or was it?
Sunday was similar. Definitely less people on Sunday, but not as much of a drop off as normal. Usually it's about half on Sunday, and it wasn't. I would say, it was still a good amount of people on Sunday. And a lot of new faces on Sunday as well. A lot of people came for one day. There was a bunch of people that said never been to a con before. It's my first time at a con, that kind of thing. So it was good. The promoter, they did a good job of promoting their show and getting people to the show. So I give them props for that.
Yeah, he's not. He's a member.
Don't make me take that wrench from you with that kind of comment.
Yeah,
come on, Lopez.
All right, it's fine. I've never seen Seinfeld, so it doesn't matter to me. But you said it went good on Sunday too. What was loadout like? Was it? And when did you guys open on Sunday? Was it 8 again? There's no.
No, it was a little bit later on. We got there 8 on Sunday, and then advanced tickets were at 9, and then regular people were in at 10. Normal ticket holders were at 10. Some weird things you could tell it was a new show because when we got there on Friday, they gave us a wristband, and we had to wear that same wristband all weekend. Like they told no badges, no anything. Like I had to take a shower with the wristband. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of
like a one-day show. That's fine.
But but not for a 3 day. Not for me being there 3 days. I cut it off and taped it back together when I needed to. But it's still like it was kind of a little weird. But loadout wasn't too bad. It was the same. Like when I got there Sunday morning, that whole roundabout was full of trucks and full of everything you couldn't get through.
Did you have to have your wife lay down on the road again, or
no? We just it took us a while. It was just the two because on Friday I had help getting set up. My sister was there, but then on Sunday it was just the two of us doing everything. So we broke everything down, waited for it to clear out, and then we finally, we just did it ourselves. By the time we got ready to bring the truck up, there was room up there, and we were able to do it. It took us a while, but we were able to get it done.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's been doing CrossFit, so she's getting buff, so she could probably she lifts as much stuff as I can, more than I can now. So
was Gramps with lamps?
Not like Schwarzenegger and Commando, long box.
Yeah, she's gonna lift back.
Was Gramps there? He's the old dude.
Yes.
On the scooter. The whole area, and he won't let anybody out. And they're all riding in their fucking carts. They're riding in their little, what are this called? Rascals, dude. I'm always trying to get there before he the good part is he never gets there too early for loading. But when he gets to any show, you better have your shit loaded, already unloaded. You better have your car parked. And if it's loadout and you're walking out to your car and you see that motherfucker, dude, it's an hour and a half. You're going to be able to get your shit loaded out.
Oh, wait.
He was done by the time
that's where the rascal is.
So, yeah.
It's over here.
Rascal. Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Well, now his whole family has them. It's not just one. It's not just him. Now, the whole family just has rascals. And then they got to, load up all the rascals. So, whatever. He kills it, though.
They all have rascals.
They all have rascals. Right? I'm not making this shit up. They all got rascals.
How else are they going to go on their smoke breaks if they don't have the rascals?
Valid point. Valid point. They're not bad people, but and they kill it. By the way, this is all fun and games, but that motherfucker, he's never going home broke. He sells 6 to 12 lamps every show, and his lamps are cheap. I'm like, what the hell? Who's buying this shit? Well, whatever.
Yeah, people. Yeah, he gets the customers.
Well, I make an appearance Sunday on what? I make appearance Sunday. What's Sunday?
There's a Livonia show Sunday. Oh,
do you want me to go down this week? Maybe. Oh, so Knights Hall's the Sunday.
14th, yeah.
Yeah. I actually might, because I'm deciding if I'm gonna go out to Baltimore. And if I do, I gotta go down and talk to the boys over there, and I gotta get my vendor passes. So, I always like them. I mean, I haven't seen them in a while, and I didn't go to Dayton this year, so those guys put on Dayton too, and I didn't go to Dayton.
Bill and Roger.
Yeah. So they're already mad that I didn't go down there this year, but whatever. I mean, I'm been busy fishing. So I might. I'll try to make an appearance. It's been a while. I think after COVID, we went back and did like 8 weeks straight, 8 or 9 weeks.
Megazord with the raffles.
And then it just was like, because for a while there, they kind of had 2 in the same month. And it just became, for us, it just became.
They were too close together.
Yeah, they were too close together. And like really that show was we were getting rid of extra stock sometimes. And we were really buying a lot. And then we slowed down what we were buying there. And like a lot of times we'd sell the table out before, because that show has a lot of resellers that come in before the show even opens.
Right.
So like our tables would get wiped out. We'd be from 3 tables down to 1. And we're like, we only have our junk left. Like, why are we here?
When is Baltimore anyway?
When's Baltimore? It's the weekend before Motor City.
Is there like a speed dating event there?
So in October, there might be.
Yeah, Motor City is October
Asking
15th.
for a friend.
I want to say 15th-ish, somewhere around there.
So it's right around there. Are you doing the October show for Motor City?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We'll be there too. And then, like I said, 50-50 if I'm going to show up to Baltimore this year. Once again, they don't have on-site grading, but I heard that Diamond is moving the summit there. So if that's the case, I will probably be. I got to call Keith, and I'll probably be going to Diamond Summit again because I haven't been to one in a couple of years now. And that's actually why I don't go C2E2 anymore, because like they don't have the Diamond Summit. There's no more on-site grading. Like there really is no point in going.
We don't think they'll bring the on-site grading back until like they're quote unquote caught up, right? I mean, they have
That's not what it's about. No, that's not what it's about at all. They fucking are making way too much money with these private signings. Oh. Why would they cost all the traveling and everything? And by the way, till CBC, if CBCS, does everybody want the honest answer before we get into the news? Because we're going to be about 45 minutes in here. But this is the thing. Till CBCS or any other company can give CGC actual competition, true competition, where the value of CGC books still don't garner a higher price, that they're still not more popular no matter what the grading. And when they don't have the celebrity artists wanting to have their shit signature series and sold, and it doesn't sell out in seconds, then no, they're not going to leave Florida. They're not leaving Florida anymore. It's not worth it. It's not worth. I mean, if you've ever seen what they have to do on-site grading, I know everybody jokes about it, but like it's a lot of shit.
Yeah,
like it's a lot of shit, and they don't
space, a lot of equipment.
What's that?
A lot of space, a lot of equipment, a lot of everything. Yeah,
a lot of people.
Yeah,
I mean, the smaller show when they did Nickel City Con was a tiny fucking show, and it was not. CGC wasn't what they are today. Not anywhere close. They were maybe a quarter of it. They were literally doing Nickel City Con because they didn't have enough of a presence on the East Coast and in Canada. They had like zero presence in Canada. So they were doing Nickel City Con for that, just for that small ass con. And by the way, books being graded, you were getting them back like within a day. Like any books, like you put them in, you were getting back in a day. So that's how, whatever, the lines weren't anywhere close to what they were ever been in Baltimore or any of that. Like definitely not like C2E2's crazy ass shit. Like C2E2's was the fucking worst grading. I don't think that New York was fucking better than C2E2. C2E2 was the fucking worst for grading for CGC. But with whatever, even with that, they had like 12 ballrooms and a maintenance room taken over with all the stuff they had to bring just to grade stuff on site in there in Buffalo. They didn't have enough security because I was back there hanging out with them. But I mean, that's another story maybe for members. But like, that's it. Like that's when you see that on that small of a production, how much they had to do just to bring that shit in there. Like, yeah, dude, C2E2 is a fucking ridiculous for them because they actually had an exclusivity clause there. That's why CBCS used to have to grade across the street in the hotel. For those people that know, or for those people that don't, or we're ever asking like, why was CBCS not even there? Like CGC had actually had an exclusivity clause with C2E2, where they were the only on-site grading place available. I think
we'll see, Mark. I've heard that story before.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
so.
Well,
I hope so.
Yeah, listen, as much as I dog CBCS, I hope the best. Competition's always good, but that shit ain't happening. The shit ain't happening. It just isn't. Like, show me. I'm fucking. Hey, where's Jedi when we need it? I'm Jerry Maguire. Show me the money.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought you were just gonna keep running them down like AEW.
What's that?
CBCS, and they're not really competition like AEW.
No, but if you watch Danhausen's thing this week with CM Punk, then you notice that show favorite and a vendor here from the great state of Michigan, Lauren, was on that. And he was the guy with all the books, and he's been on our show multiple times. So that's really cool. At least somebody got famous off of it. Either way, until there, yeah,
Parody?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until there's parity in the value between the 9.8 of CGC. It is. It's all small. Look, you guys have been with us. A lot of the people in the chat have been with us for a year, for at least a year now, because we've been doing this show for over a year.
This is like 60 something. We're in the
Yeah.
60s. So yeah, we're over a year.
Yeah, well over a year. And you heard me a year ago when everybody's like, all these people were talking about how they're going to switch to CBCS. And what did I tell everybody? Not one of our books is ever graded by CBCS. It is painful for me to buy CBCS books. If you see a book that's CBCS graded on my wall, it is not because I graded it. It's because I got it dirt ass cheap and I'm trying to resell it.
You're right, Cali Comics. I don't know where this is coming from. I wasn't keeping up with the chat, but yeah, he was.
Okay. They were talking about isn't that Seinfeld? Isn't that who Seinfeld's dad is?
Costanza.
Isn't that Jerry Seinfeld's real name is Stiller or something?
Yeah, something similar.
No. That's Costanza's dad. George's dad was Jerry Stiller.
Oh, well, whatever.
On the show.
Yeah, Ben Stiller's dad.
Yeah, Ben Stiller's dad was
Jerry Stiller.
George Alexander's dad on the show.
Right.
I never complained about CGC because I'm not biting the hand that feeds me. And I actually don't think they do that bad of a job because I've been through it long. Dude, people forget there was a point where CGC had books, or maybe they don't know this, but there was a point where CGC was grading books, and 3 months down the road, your book might be fucking warped in that fucking wall, like irreplaceably warped. You could not get it out. It fucked the book up. There were times where CBCS literally had these lock things that you could open and people would change the grade. There's people right now who have CBCS books that say 9.8 on it and they're 4s, they're 5. They're bullshit. They're all bullshit because they changed the grades on that shit. So yeah, dude, like it's hard times. It's a real hard time, but it's not really that hard times. You know, I think a lot of the people that were bogging down CGC with all these bullshit books, what are you getting last week's books graded at a fucking 8.0 for? And then complaining that CGC's fault. No, it isn't. It's your fault. Like I've laughed at some stuff I've got. I've never complained.
It's hard not to.
Before. That's all. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's how it is with me. Like I've got some worse grades. They've done some stuff, but like I've also gotten some gift grades too. And it usually evens out, but I'm also not submitting 50 moderns and not pre-screening them and then getting a bunch of fucking 6.0s. If I got a 6.0 from CGC, I'd be pissed too. Because God knows you can't blame yourself for not knowing how to grade a fucking book. Like, okay, that's how it goes. All right, get us into news.
You sure?
Thank you for the report. Yeah.
We're only over half an hour in. Now you want to
Unless
start
you want me to criticize people on how terrible they are at grading and blaming everybody else for stuff. I mean, listen, if you don't get to birthday parties and you got to blame somebody else, how you're not popular.
Like birthday parties. We got to get to the news. Your
You
point. We're over half hour in.
Listen to the beginning. I already went over all this.
It's just the news.
All right, I'm running that thing. I'm already a full beer in, and we haven't even got to the news yet.
Oh.
All right. So this week in our top story, I should get some sound effects for this. Like this week, I decided to spotlight.
Oh, you're doing top story again. Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing a top story. Green Goblin, Mego, sold for a ridiculously large amount of money, 76 grand.
Should I go grab mine?
If you want. Maybe you can get 76 grand for it.
Nah. How did this sell for 76 grand?
I don't really know. I just thought it was kind of cool and kind of fun.
Yeah, shit.
It had to be like AFA graded something.
Yeah, in a
dumb
bag.
like that. Yeah.
I got a loose figure that's
sealed in plastic for no reason. Yeah.
I had a Lucy too back in the
signed by like
the worst when the costume would get stuck in the joints and you couldn't get that shit out.
I put mine
the
in
Hulk was the worst because the pants were frayed and those strings would always get stuck.
Yeah, maybe non-punch mitten box signed by the maker. I mean, like that seems like a lot. 70. That seems like a lot.
Yeah,
that seems like a lot.
I don't know. I thought it was just kind of fun.
Well, I think the figure's only worth like $100, right?
Yeah, not much more than that. Loose.
won't be
Yeah.
if
Well, if you got all the accessories, it's tough.
All
to
the
keep
accessories,
that
yeah.
satchel. Well,
with the satchel's always gone on that motherfucker.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not easy keeping all that stuff together.
creepy.
But we'll go to the box office now. And Bullet Train ends up number 1 as it chugs into the top spot with 30 million.
You're right. That is creepy. That's creepy. James, that is creepy.
We are in the dog days of summer, and the box office is slowing down. It's like the old days, really. This is when things slow down. I mean,
does anybody really? I mean, this is a great movie for TV, like on FX. But is anybody actually?
I thought about going. I did think about going.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Well, I thought I was going by myself.
I did.
Like Friday afternoon. I thought about leaving work early, going and checking out the movie.
Me too. I was hoping to come back with somebody, but I was going to go by myself.
How many times, Corbin? How many times do we have to tell you that doesn't work? That's creepy.
Listen, I didn't mean to say it like that. I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I meant,
we're in different stages. You're looking to. I'm looking for time.
I'm on the prowl. Yeah, but I was also there to enjoy an enjoyable film. Hopefully.
All right. What's going on? What's going on? Wait, Scott, don't stop talking. It's hilarious.
Oh, and Jedi's probably excited. Tom Cruise, he's getting close. He's getting close to taking down Infinity War with Top Gun, and he's going to. He's sitting at number 7 all-time domestic. He's going to take down Infinity War, but I don't think it has the legs to catch Black Panther. I don't think he's getting to 700 million domestic, but he only needs, what, 12? No, 14? I think less from when this snapshot was taken. So I think Top Gun will pass Infinity War all time. So,
okay.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I had no idea that was
even deserving. Is it a better film?
No, because I liked Infinity War better than Endgame, and Endgame's number,
Jedi said he's not going to be in the chat all night, and then look, you say Top Gun?
Just a matter
yeah,
of time.
he did say he wasn't going to show up. Anyway, and Love and Thunder, for as much crap as it's been taken, it passed Ragnarok, which I actually find surprising. Because I thought Ragnarok did all right.
Christian Bale probably brought a bunch just for being him. I can't see the difference. Christian Bale was better. I mean, not Christian Bale. Ragnarok was better. I thought it was a movie. Like
it was
way better. Yep.
The first of that trope for Thor.
Yeah.
It was more balanced. It was just better all around. It was more.
Yeah. This was
played
jarring
better.
And weird. Yeah.
This was just a little. Didn't seem finished.
There you go. Yeah, disjointed.
Yeah. Anyway, well, there's our box office type stuff. We're gonna stick with Marvel though, and he said he did meet with them. This is kind of interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing Giancarlo play Professor X.
Are they gonna shave his head?
He'd have to shave his head. I think that's the only thing. But he's got it slicked back, so
I can see it. Look, I can see him with the shaved head. He looks like a Professor X type.
Yeah, he's got that
that
commanding kind of voice, like that gravitas when he gets in the room.
Like here and yes, students. I can see it in his voice. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he commands your attention when he's on screen. So I think it would work. That was the problem with McAvoy. Despite him being younger, he didn't command
hey Tony
anything. I don't know.
Yeah. Or the Star Trek guy?
No. The Star Trek guy, Patrick Stewart still had that voice. He's still
okay.
There's in the room. He's still paid attention. I'm saying the younger version when they brought.
That guy was ridiculous. Yeah, that guy was.
He didn't have it. It just wasn't there.
Yeah, the gravitas, very good. Yeah, that's a good word.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I said.
Corbin, look, the chats they see it a tie. They're using your words now.
I appreciate that. I love an educated chat. This is great.
We got some DC for you, Corbin.
Represent some DC. Yes, thank you, Pete.
They're gonna just scatter some Wonder Woman around because they don't have much left.
I was beside myself.
So do you want to hear the real news behind that? That's even making more upset. So $90 million, right? They need a tax write-off, right? Because they took too much money. So they borrowed too much money. They have to get a tax write-off. In the merger, you have a clear period where you can just write stuff off to try to lower that amount.
Yeah.
$90 million. How much do you think to cancel Batwoman they're actually getting as a tax write-off? Because you're not getting the whole $90 million.
15?
How much? 12?
20.
Okay. I was going super low.
They scratched. They put almost 100 million into the movie, and they're throwing away $80 million just to get a $20 million tax
write-off. The fact
write-off.
that we'll never. Someone needs to leak that. The fact that we'll never see that is ridiculous. Michael, really?
No, you won't. No, because they lose it, which is dumb. Because they're only losing $20 million. Like when you think
gaining
about it,
back,
like how can you not get like at this point you're only losing 20? Like how could
yeah,
you?
and I cut out I did have a bit in here where there was an article about how Black Adam had the same rating test audience score as Batgirl or whatever. So, but I left that out because I didn't want to get into the Batgirl stuff.
I don't think it had anything to do with that. I think they just threw darts up against the fucking.
Oh yeah, no, it had nothing to do with the rating. That's what I mean. But I didn't want to open that door. There was just shitty. They canceled the movie just for a tax write-off. But
yeah,
whatever. But yeah, we'll see more Gal Gadot just scattering around, despite the fact that I still can't bring myself to sit through Wonder Woman 1984. I keep trying, and I go, I can't watch this.
It's not worth it, honestly.
I haven't even tried. I can't.
It's not worth it.
Yeah,
just can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Marco doesn't want to talk about him anymore, but he's actually getting charged this time.
Good.
About time.
Well, I shouldn't say they are actually getting charged this time for some ridiculousness. Basically, just I guess breaking into an empty house and stealing their liquor. Like, what? This is why are you living like a hobo? You're just trying to live like you're on the run.
They've honestly been enabled the entire time. Like the fact that movies
nonsense.
that we never heard of are like aren't getting a shot. Meanwhile, like noted crazies are just getting a free pass because we need that money from that movie. Like I just don't understand.
They must not have been able to get 20 million back if they canceled Flash.
Exactly.
Is the pronoun they? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
okay, I didn't know.
A technical term. Yeah, well, not technical term, but
I didn't know
how they identify. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so they need help. Obviously, this person is screaming out that they need it. Put them in jail, and then hey, how about we just have something where we can give them like substance abuse help, please? I mean, you throw this away. I mean, I know people like to joke and make fun of the people and like love to see people fail, but I mean, they have a problem.
Yeah, so sometimes people need a wake up call.
Yeah, it's more than a wake up. No. It's more than a fucking wake up call.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's like you're gonna be homeless here. There needs to be an intervention type thing, and we haven't gotten to it yet. So, like, hopefully they can find some help.
We'll see,
and hopefully we get the Flash movie.
We'll see. Only a couple more in the movie section, but Jamie Foxx is talking up that the costume is going to be really cool and it's going to be like Joker. And Marco, I'm pretty sure you said this movie was never going to happen. Didn't you place a bet down that we're never going to see this?
That Jamie Foxx is going to.
That we're never going to see the Spawn movie. Like it's never.
Yeah. Oh, I was just bragging on
fucking the money. Oh, you're joking.
Todd McFarlane talks shit all the time. This is like 50 years.
I mean,
later.
I still don't know if we're actually going to see it. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when are we
seeing
it
yet?
Huh?
I just said we haven't seen it yet.
We haven't seen anything yet. You keep talking about it.
That's
I'm showing you a picture from the comic book for a reason.
Has Jamie Foxx seen something?
Yeah, I think I said maybe if he's got 100 years, we might see this fucking movie. And I'm still saying that. Like,
I can show you Michael Jai White again if you want, but yeah, I'm showing you nothing from the new movie because I don't know when it's going to happen.
I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm still. Am I not saying the same thing that I was saying before?
Yeah, you were.
Todd McFarlane. Okay. I mean, he's been saying he's going to do no new Spawn. I'll repeat what I said before. He's been saying he's going to do a new Spawn movie since what, 90 whatever, when he did the first Spawn movie?
97, I think the first one came out.
Really? Wow, that movie's really shitty for 90.
Yeah, I was like 2 or 3. That's what I remember.
Oh my God. What?
Jesus Christ. Making me feel old again.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, John Louis is whatever his name was on it. Fucking terrible. That was horrible. But
John Leguizamo. Yeah, John Leguizamo was not good in that movie.
It won't be good, Joe. If like I said, his deathbed, this movie might come fucking out at this point.
Because the problem, we know what he needs to do is he just needs to get Keith David back, and they just need to do the HBO cartoon again. That's what we need to get this live action. Just give me more of that cartoon.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's also that Callie's got a good point. Maybe just get somebody else besides. Look, maybe McFarlane should take a book out of the fucking Leinfeld dictionary. Just have other people write your character better than fucking you, have them create them better than you, have them shoot a movie better than anything you could ever fucking make, and then you could go out on tour telling everybody how you're great and all these new artists suck dick. Like, you could do that.
You better not talk about Todd McFarlane like
Yeah,
that.
Arizona, look, fucking Arizona. Oh, hey, look.
I tried to
Oh,
stay
Arizona
backstage
is here.
as long as I
This is what we
could.
needed.
Yeah, you leave Todd McFarlane alone. He is a national
that's
treasure,
all-
all right?
You riled up Arizona. Look what you did. Corbin called in the
Only place
reserves. He
The only
gave the
place I
signal.
have to live is
I
where
did nothing.
where the heat is so fucking hot it melts your brain. Like, I mean, it's Satan's anus out there. That's where he's hiding out. Where the
But you
people
know
are.
what keeps it cool here? 4 staples and an acetate. Because I got 4 staples and an acetate.
Oh, mute them. All right, next up.
I think we're one more from the movie side of
The
things.
army has arrived.
Is
Exactly.
Furiosa. I still want to see this. So Anya Taylor-Joy. I don't know how to say her name right.
You
but-
said it right.
All right. Well, just some set. I mean, granted, she's not looking that good in this shot, but you see that she's got the CGI glove on, so we're going to see a little robot hand for young Furiosa in this.
Which also means we're going to get a new Magic.
No, we're not getting. Well, maybe
Well,
we'll see.
hey Ed. Thanks
I
for
also
being
cut out from Corbin's DC side of things. I did cut out a story about Henry Cavill actually being offered to come back as Superman
He
and him
was?
not being that interested.
Wow, that hurts. Just thank
Possibly
you.
because
I think he's trying to play it cool.
there might be some traction on our Highlander remake done by who was it? David Leitch? Is he the Deadpool Wonder? I can't rember where he did.
If you're not watching this, if you're not watching this is good. This
It's
is
fun.
really
Oh,
good.
phenomenal.
I thought I was like watching what?
Real
The Witcher?
Really-
Yes, Witcher is good.
The Witcher's good too. Yeah. But I mean, he's got this part now, which was better than him playing Superman. So
No way. He was awesome as
Yeah.
Superman.
He was a
Superman
good
was-
Superman. I
yeah,
still like him as
He's
Superman.
no way he's better here than Superman. No
I'll
way.
tell you the real reason he
Sure.
turned it down.
oh yeah, he
What's
is
that?
amazing Witcher.
D23. There's going to be an announcement. Someone has signed a 10-year deal to lead the MCU to play Doctor Doom. And the lights are going to go down, a spotlight's going to hit, and Henry Cavill's going to walk on stage. Henry Cavill's going to be your new Doctor Doom.
That would be something.
Wow.
Dom's here,
I
right?
would
Mark?
never have thought of that on my own. But as you said it, you had my attention.
Wait a minute. Time out. They're only giving 2 hours to Marvel Pete at D23.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
7 minutes for what? What Matt
yeah,
just
no,
said.
no,
You need
you-
7 minutes.
and
You bring it
hours
right
fine.
down to
Take
1
hours.
second.
2 hours for
minutes of
Marvel.
applause.
It's gonna be
Well-
35 minutes of him coming out as Doom. That's a 35-minute announcement. The rest of Star Wars and Marvel only gets an hour and 25 minutes.
Well,
That's
they got
no.
to show trailers. You can show a bunch of trailers in an hour. They're 2 minutes apiece.
I told you to buy that stock, Joe. They're making more money, bro. I get
All
it.
right. Well, that's our last bit of movie news. I'm going to have to go through streaming pretty quick because there's a lot of streaming stuff here today and TV. I shouldn't leave out TV. But though Marco didn't watch it, Prey apparently is the biggest hit on Hulu.
I was too big. I
what-
was too busy watching a good show.
This is good. I liked it.
Okay,
We,
well,
uh,
then
Sandman was good.
Sandman's great. Sandman's great. You haven't seen
Yeah.
Sandman.
I filmed. Oh, we should talk about this for the Friday night show. I filmed with the boys with the Mail Call Mayhem. I hopped on their show and showed off some things we recorded yesterday because of schedules. And we talked about Prey. So we'll have
Okay,
a little
so
bit of a
Black
review. I
Friday
knew
show.
Marco wouldn't have watched this. I knew he wasn't going to watch this. So we talked about it on Friday.
Joe, you were criticizing their stock price at $90 to $8. I told you to buy,
Why are
son.
you talking stock price? I hear
Why
enough
you
about that
think-
shit at
look
work.
at-
I don't want to hear that
never.
now.
Never. They're-
I
of
bought
course.
the NFT stocks for it,
How'd that work out?
and I don't have to pay taxes.
You were
Did you pay for it with some cryptocurrency?
Sandman was great. Everybody's telling. See, look, you're trying to push this Prey thing on everybody, and you're just avoiding the fact that Sandman was great.
I'm going to check it out. I'm going to watch it. My wife is interested, so I had to wait for her. We're going to check it out.
I didn't tell my wife it was a comic book thing,
Mhm.
so that if it's a comic book thing, she'll zone out and not want to watch it. So I said,
Ah.
"What's this Sandman? Let's check it out." And
Then you go, I don't
Right.
know.
Kyle, do we have Sandman in the news?
No.
Dude, how about visually how pleasing Sandman is?
I was because I didn't want anything spoiled for me because I'm still going to watch it.
Has anybody who here has watched it? Raise your hand. At least
I
one.
watched the first episode because I was in Flint all weekend, so we watched the first one. but Sandman is literally my favorite comic ever in the history of comics.
And they do a good job adapting it.
And that very first episode, I could not believe how beautiful it looked. I could
It
not
only gets
believe how
better.
well they adapted the story. I'm so excited. And my wife, who knows nothing about Sandman, loved it. And I absolutely am so excited to watch the rest of it.
But Double, you
I've been
weren't
doing
you
a
weren't
watch
you
right
could
now.
focus. You weren't too scared about like the cops coming back and arresting somebody else in the parking lot.
Well, I had to do it. I didn't see it till last night. I watched the one
Oh, okay.
episode after we were home. I couldn't watch
Oh,
it.
okay. I
Again.
thought
didn't
when
have
you were
time.
saying, I thought you said you watched.
No,
it
no,
when
no.
you
We
didn't
couldn't watch it there. I had to watch it once I got home. That's why
You
I
don't
didn't
have
see it. Otherwise I would have watched it all.
I got you.
Oh, I don't know. It's 10 episodes and it's long. It gives you everything we ever criticize about shows. Like, oh, they didn't do good writing. Oh, they didn't stick close enough to the adaptation. Oh, it looks cheap.
Well, we can get into it a little bit. I know it'll be late, but we can get into it a little
No,
bit.
we'll give a full review. But I'm telling you, there's not one person that I've talked to that's like, yeah, that wasn't good. It's just good, and I think I'm on episode 9, so I got 2 episodes left, and it doesn't disappoint.
How many episodes is it? 10?
10, yeah, 10 episodes.
And you're on 9, so you have 2 episodes left.
Yeah, 9 and 10.
Well, he's still counting 9.
Oh, you haven't watched 9 yet.
No, I haven't watched.
Marco's counting.
Okay.
10,
Yeah, so-
11,
No, it's on Netflix. No, it's on
Hold on,
Netflix.
let me take my shoes off so I can keep counting.
I'm on
need my
9.
phone.
The next I'll be on 10. That's.
I've been playing a
Alright.
drinking game behind the scenes where every time someone says aspartame in the chat, I take a drink. So I'm pretty buzzed right now. So I just wanted to make sure that I was counting correctly.
All right, you go so we can get to what the big news is.
Netflix-
'Cause we apparently
Netflix
want to
could
get.
use a hit because apparently Disney Plus has passed them with total streaming subscribers for the first time,
And did you
which
see they're
led
raising the
Disney to
prices,
decide, you
right?
know what? We got more subs. Fuck it. Let's raise them prices up.
They were gonna do that already.
Yeah.
When they got out more content.
Hey, I got my first influencer card in the mail today. I am the first influencer ever.
Yeah.
I tried to
Log
figure out
cover.
all the different hikes. I mean, realistically, a lot of the prices are staying the same if you don't mind advertisements. But if you don't want to have advertisements, you'll have to pay a couple of bucks. I think what it shook out to, though, for me personally, because I have the triple play with the no ads, I don't think my price is changing. I think it's still $20.
Wait, they're gonna add commercials in it?
Yeah, like Hulu.
I
had.
actually didn't hike either. So
Oh,
Yeah,
so
so
you have to go through
so
the red.
You have to pay like $3 more a
commercials?
month. If you only have Disney Plus, you'll have to pay instead of $7.99, it'll go up to $10.99 if you don't want ads. But if you don't mind the ads, you can keep it for $7.99.
I remember when my weed dealer did that to me when I was like 15.
dude, I mean everybody's saying
Like,
that.
wait, if you don't want me to water this down and sprinkle some extra like oregano in, then
Everybody's saying that, but you know what happened with Netflix today? They asked me if I want to upgrade my service to put it on two screens at the same, even because the kids are watching for $5.99 more.
Ooh.
So like, I mean, and they're losing subscribers. So, and not like they put out the best content.
well, I think that's still part of their. I think that's still part of their attempt to cut down on the password sharing.
Okay, but you don't even get you don't get a TV and a like, dude, come on.
I'm just
Right.
saying. I think that's they're dipping that toe because they were trying it in other countries.
What the hell is it? I think the Netflix bill is something stupid. Like, how much does Netflix run now? $30? Something shit like that.
No. It's like
I had to re-sign up for Netflix
low teens.
because it's $9.99, $15.99, or $19.99. There was
I
3
think I paid
options for us.
$15.99.
That's the middle one if you want 1080.
$6, so it's $21 for fucking Netflix.
Pass.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't know. I can't say no to streaming. I think the only streaming thing I don't have is Apple. But speaking of Disney Plus, we got some pictures leaked out, I guess, from Ironheart. So, yeah, looks like we're getting the hood, which we'll talk about later when we do the top 10 and 10. And we're getting shots of Riri all geared up.
I actually like the hood. Does everybody else like that? You guys all read the hood, like the.
Yeah, I like the hood. I don't know if this outfit he's wearing here is going to play as well.
He's wearing a red hood. Is he an original
He looks
influencer
like-
too?
He's, Riding Hood cosplaying. Like, I don't know.
I mean, but she's also in the part of getting CGC put on her.
Oh
too,
yeah,
so
the rest of her body, because here I did take this shot. This is like the armor they had on set, so the rest of her will be probably
it's gonna look like
CGI'd in.
Yeah, hopefully that looks better.
But we'll see.
Hey, Vaughn. That's right. Thank you, Patrick. It was really good. Yeah.
We'll see how this plays out.
BK.
Other news or leaks, I guess, leaked pictures. I know this talks about her and dating rage, but I put this in here because we're getting the porcupine. It's pretty accurate porcupine.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah.
So that's kind of fun. I forget what the porcupine's first is, but I think I talked about it on one of these shows on this channel.
Really? The porcupine's first, that's what we're going after.
Yeah.
Well,
It was in Forgotten First, or maybe I did it for Dollarman. I can't remember. It's like a weird book. But what's not a weird book for a first appearance, if you want it, I didn't think they would do it, but yeah, we're getting Yellow Daredevil.
Nice.
I kind of like it. Like, I don't know the context of why we're getting Yellow Daredevil, but we're getting a yellow and red,
I have a feeling it's a misdirection, and it's just the street light that he's standing in. Yeah.
You think, I don't know. It looks pretty goldy, like golden.
Yeah, it's kind of gold for that. But
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
It never made
streetlights
sense
do
to me,
stand
though.
under.
That costume never made sense. If you're fighting at night, how do you have a yellow costume? Makes no sense.
A lot of it
Batman
doesn't. Well,
There's
look at
shades of
Moon Knight.
Batman
He
with the
doesn't know
old
because
target on
he
his
can't
chest.
see.
Yeah, the Batman target.
Mhm.
yeah, who was it that made a joke, or I saw like a meme joke about like Daredevil showing up on Echo, like how they're going to communicate?
Snappy.
Oh yeah.
Which it was a point. I was like, that's a good question. Anyway,
Oh, damn. You're right. They have to like. They're gonna have to like
Yeah.
poke each other with sticks.
let me just don't think about it. But then at C2E2, Rosario Dawson apparently let the cat out of the bag that we're getting the Punisher. We're getting the Punisher. Only for her to have to explain the next day that, well, that's what I heard. Like the fans told her that we were getting the Punisher. So she got excited and said that how she hoped to be on the show because that was the only Netflix show she wasn't on. So she didn't really let any cat out of any bag. It was just nothing. So we might
That's her walking it back. She's like, "Ah, shit! Marvel lawyers are calling me. I got to walk this back now."
Damn it! Now with Mark and fucking Tom Holland.
got me in timeout. Damn it. But who knows? All right. We got to wake Corbin up. So we're going to go over to the CW and wake up.
There we go. There we are.
I mean,
All
he
right.
already ate his dinner. It's past 4 o'clock with his new girlfriend.
Ha ha. No.
So I haven't watched Stargirl. She's not technically part of the Arrowverse? She's in her own
it's his
thing?
own world.
Like Black
Yep.
Lightning was in his own universe?
Yep. Superman was on the same one. They retconned that, so he's in his own world. She's in her
He's
own.
now in his own world now too?
Yep.
But we're getting season 3 soon. Like there's new,
Yeah.
new images and everything.
So amped. Can't wait.
I heard it was good. It's good. You're telling me.
It's okay. I'm being sarcastic, but like it's not bad. It's not something I'm eagerly anticipating, but like it's been a decent show. Like it knows its niche and it's staying there. And unlike some of the other shows, haven't like drastically changed that in season 2 or whatever. So
My only problem with the CW shows is there's too many. There's just too many. That's my. The seasons are too long. Like I can't keep up. I don't have that kind of commitment.
I think it's over now though. The Flash is going to enter its last season. Gotham Knights got canceled.
Yeah, they are, Mark.
That's our next up. He's coming
there
back
it
to
is.
say he's glad that they get to finish on their own terms, which I am also. It's always nice
There you go.
when a show can end and not just be canceled or,
Mhm.
cut short. They can just
And it was
tell
getting
whatever
crazy.
story they want to tell.
Yeah, they had some
And walk
Flash
away.
lightsaber fights or whatever. It was getting weird. So I think it's time. It's a long time.
Yeah, it took a very sharp decline after like
What season?
fourth season, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Yeah. It just went wild and wacky. There's only so many times you can bring in Reverse Flash after killing him every season. The family got too big, and yeah.
And they got too locked into their like repetition.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
and
when it comes to CW, I agree with Joe's comment right there.
Is that?
Their CW show.
yeah, dude. There was one great CW show.
What do you got? I'm
Which is
curious.
that?
What?
Which is the
Gilmore
one you think
Girls.
is great?
I'm not gonna lie. not during when they were on, but in the after time, I did watch all of Buffy and Angel. I really got down. I got into those. I was into it, but it was
Joe's
after
got
they
it.
were already off.
Supernatural.
I like Supernatural.
Oh, Supernatural. That's the shit.
What was Gilmore Girls about?
A daughter and a mom that talked way too much.
Whatever.
They had a White House that I think you can buy in a Lego set now, or maybe there was a template for it. I think.
Okay,
We
moving
had it in
on.
the news at one time. Anyway, something we're not going to get. We're not getting Kevin Smith giving us Strange Adventures, and honestly, I completely
He cried when that happened.
I cried when that happened too.
I forgot
like
this was even a thing.
I know it was a thing.
I mean,
Corbin
when
didn't know it
Years
was a
and
thing?
he is
indifference.
a fanboy. Like everybody always is like, man, we really wish we could get passionate fanboys doing creating stuff. He is. That's the one thing he is.
That's true. You give him that.
You gotta give him
Yeah.
that.
But then you give him thing. Is this something he was passionate about though? Because that's
Yeah,
what
I
they
mean,
start to make.
crying when it got
missteps. It's
canceled, I guess.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
passionate.
So
But
he
we'll give
said
him
on
something else
his
to do.
Nick Cage to play Bizarro Superman.
Oh, that would have been so fucking
Oh,
awesome.
that would've been good.
That would have been so
I still love his story about that producer. I can't remember his name. Was the one of the giant spider in Superman before they killed it, and then he put it in Wild Wild West because he really wanted a giant spider. Anyway, HBO Max is still getting Constantine,
Oh man.
but by J.J. Abrams.
Why? This guy hates me. He fucking hates
Yeah.
me.
I mean, he made Spider-Man so great.
I will tell you, nobody fucking BK thinks he trolls well, so does AOA. None of these motherfuckers troll like JJ Abrams trolls me. He trolls me more than any other motherfucker in here. And he,
Fuck up.
yeah, that's literally what he does. He's like, oh, dude, fuck this guy, Marco. Fuck him. Guess what? Khan's got the balls off that one. So
Hey,
good
he
job.
No, he was
Best
secretly behind
script
Moon
to
Knight.
a movie
as well.
out there.
And Moon Knight too, probably. He
He
probably
was
was
secretly behind Moon Knight just to screw you.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
Armageddon.
it's just cancel this.
S
No.
tier.
That's
Yeah,
too.
and I didn't tell you about the Dusty Rhodes biopic that he's working on next.
Get out of here. And then he's gonna do a Mach one too. I bet he's gonna do a Mach one to follow up on that. This piece of shit.
All right, in what the hell are they thinking news? Why did they change the title of this show?
Well, to get more people to want to care. I mean, it's not going to work, but that's why they did it.
Does this
No
make
Batman
you want to
in it.
watch this? Adding the subtitle, The Origin of Batman's Butler. Get you all
Oh.
juiced to watch this show?
But is
No.
it a DC's MO this past year? Batman, but don't you know about Batman? Can I share the good word of Batman? Like, they're just trying to make
Wait,
it.
there's already 2 seasons of this shit.
Yes.
Wasn't it on Stars or
third
something like that?
season
And
Yes, it was. It started,
nobody was
yeah.
watching it in the first place. So
So
they're
now
like,
they put it
hey,
on the HBO Max, and now they're putting Batman. In case you didn't realize that Pennyworth.
Well, let's
had a
not
relationship
cut
with
that
Batman.
out. You tax
Yeah, but
credit
if you
for it.
didn't realize it, I just think it's a weird way to try to sell it.
Oh,
Like
it
we're just
really
gonna
is,
get
but
like spin off the origin of
obviously,
Batman's
yeah.
dry cleaner. Like, is
It's-
this really what we need?
you
JJ
know,
Adams,
you love
Adams
him,
was going
it's
to write this
Pennyworth.
until they found out Marco didn't care about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We did,
Let's-
Joe. We did.
let's reel it in, Kyle.
Sorry.
Reel it in.
I'm going to take out one of those staples.
All right.
Oh, well, let's switch over to Netflix then. Let's talk about Netflix. And there's not much to this one. I was going to put in extra things and everything, but we're getting a live action Avatar again. And we're talking about some of the people cast. I think Abed is going to be in it, and there's a bunch of kids, and we'll see.
I was looking forward to this until the original creator said they dropped out. So
Oh boy,
I'm
that's
not
never a
interested.
good sign.
Yeah, I'm not interested anymore.
They get dropped out because they creative differences and they got paid more money to go to Paramount Plus and make a whole new world. So
Gotcha.
Yeah. Then there's that too. And then again, we'll get to this a little bit later in the top 10, but Netflix is going to start grabbing some Dark Horse books, and everybody's going to start looking for Matt Kint books because, oh, sorry, the headline. I didn't change the headline, but we're getting Bang and Mind Management. I think Bang is going to be
Are we
a
though?
movie
Are we
with
though?
Idris Elba.
Aren't we
the
supposed
Mind
to get
Management series?
the whole Millerverse too?
Yeah,
I saw
maybe.
how that went.
Just
All right, we'll
saying.
keep rolling because I want to get through the rest of the news so we can move on. Cobra Kai season 5. We're getting some lady we don't know, and this guy. Do you guys remember this guy?
he's from Karate Kid 3, isn't he?
That he is.
Yeah.
Like Barnes. Why not bring everybody back? I'm behind.
Sounds been
To be
rough.
fair, I'm behind. I got to catch up.
I mean, none of them are acting anyway. Might as well get them in something.
That's why I say it gets them work. You know, I'm all about workforce. And,
Hell yeah.
Let's move over to gaming real quick. I got a couple little gaming. Well, granted, this first one is more movie related, but it ties to games. They did announce that we were getting Sonic 3 Christmas 2024.
Probably tell Spine. They already said they were going to do this. So
Yeah, so Christmas 2024, where apparently it's going to show down with Avatar 3.
that ain't a showdown. That's an ass whooping.
Is it?
Oh, it's going to kick the shit out of Avatar 3. Yeah, it'll kick the shit out.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it all depends on how Avatar 2 does, I guess. I didn't even know we were getting a 3, but apparently we are. Next year, they're going to have them all ready to go.
It's going to be
Yay.
Yay.
Anyway, I'm excited for Sonic 3, though. I will admit. I had a good old time. My son and I had a blast seeing Sonic 2 in the theater, so I'm looking forward to 3.
What did Mark say?
More bad news for our Midnight Suns. Once again, moved. So it's not going to be this Halloween time. It's going to be moved to next spring, apparently. Who knows? It might even get moved again. Games are like that. Games are frustrating like that.
Wow, that's really bad.
Yeah. What are you going to do, though?
Marco sounds heartbroken.
Oh no, I mean it's like this. All the gaming news is like the same. Like, who cares? It's already been moved twice.
Yeah, everything's been moved. Everything's getting shifted. It's like, we'll show you teasers, and then, but you're not getting this shit for 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
What's up? You might not get it at all. I mean, shit. So,
well, their
Didn't
next
say
bit,
why they pushed it.
yeah, no, they weren't really give much.
Yeah.
But this was just a weird little footnote, I guess, that in Spider-Man in the game, the Spider-Punk, that one of his pins ties back to the second movie. I don't know. I'm sure somebody knows what this is talking about. I don't remember this. I don't remember a pin and a kid with a balloon.
I mean, who's even? No.
why would you?
I mean, good on you, Eagle Eye, for picking this out, but goddamn, this is some deep cut.
You just made somebody's day putting this as news, Pete. The person
I didn't make it news. I pulled this from other news sites.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you put our news though? You don't even know what this.
Well, it's just pulling it out. And our last little thing is they got more we got some more Street Fighter characters coming for Street Fighter 6. I find it weird that we're actually making more Street Fighters. I feel like they made like 20 different versions of Street Fighter 2. I don't even remember them actually getting to Street Fighter 3. So the fact that we're at 6 is all confusing me because I thought we're still making Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition.
Sweet. People are still playing Street Fighter?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I can't do fighting games anymore. My reaction, I'm too old. My reaction time's too slow. I can't hang and play no goddamn.
Yeah, you gotta have little kids talking shit to you all the time.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
Dude, that's why I stopped playing Call of Duty back in the day. It's like this fucking little stupid 10-year-old kid is fucking yelling at me. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
I was like,
Dad, telling how he's doing inappropriate things to your mother.
yeah.
Right?
Exactly. So there's no way. I mean, I knew I was already getting old when my 5-year-old brother was beating me when I was 15 at regular Street Fighter because I couldn't seem to get to Blanca. Like he'd either keep shooting as a ball at me or doing that electric thing. I could never get him. Like I couldn't go high, I couldn't go low. He just button mashed me to death, and I just couldn't.
No, it's really easy. You just unplug his joystick.
Yeah.
Unplug the controller.
Then he was 5, and he'd start crying, and then I got in trouble.
So what?
You just remember who's bigger and you sit on him.
You don't ever lose that fight. You don't ever
See,
lose
but then I would have to get up and get my own Mountain Dews, whereas at that time I could still tell him, go get me a Mountain Dew, and he'd run and go deliver it. Like I didn't have to get up. Anyway, we get the comics now. Just a couple of things with comics. Marvel's Ultimate Villain makes their comeback. Which one of these 3 came back?
Red Skull.
Ultron.
Please don't. Again.
No, it was in Genisville, Captain Marvel. We again get Thanos. Come on, he's in the middle. Thanos is back, I guess, again.
Oh, wow. What a shocker.
Nobody ever stays dead.
No, certainly not Thanos.
Anya Corazon gets a new look in Edge of Spider-Verse.
Marvel's just doing amazing things. Huh? Oh, yeah.
They are. I mean, it's all one of the variant covers, but yeah, in Edge of Spider-Verse, we get a new look.
Now we're talking.
It's a costume, at least. It's not her
Yeah.
wearing the old Spider-Girl outfit, which I didn't like the black and white. This seems more unique. Ghost Rider. I'm probably going to put this one back in dollar bin digging because you can sometimes still pull this book out of those bins, and that's one of Ghost Rider's enemies have come back, and it is good old Blackheart. Daredevil, what, 270?
Mm-hmm.
I think was his first. You can still pull that one out sometimes. You go digging. The Daredevil run, there's still plenty in there. Plenty out in those boxes, so we'll probably put this in dollar bin digging for tomorrow. Cool. But Blackheart is back, and apparently he's more dangerous than ever. I don't know. They always come back. More dangerous than ever.
Yeah, right.
Because it's comics.
Because it's comics.
And because I like to leave Corbin smiling at the end of these things, I always wrap up with DC when I can. And in this case, Mary Marvel. She gets an upgrade because...
That's what we're doing? That's how you're ending this?
Yeah.
This is going to be...
Apparently she's got all the power of Shazam.
Oh, wow.
You did not stick the landing, sir. You did not.
Pete, you did for me. I thank you.
She's talking to a fucking rabbit.
Okay, listen, that's a power set, you know?
No, the problem is the rabbit is talking back.
Well, that's you're powerful now, so be careful. Like, what are we doing here? Okay. All right.
But that was our weekly update for this week.
We moved past that was all that was right.
Yeah,
Blackheart.
something.
Blackheart's not bad though. Yeah, Blackheart's not bad. All right, let's go. What else do we have? Do you want to get 10 for 10? Do you want to talk about why Matt and Kyle are back and joining us?
Because
What's
we're
up, you guys?
fucking
You want to do
awesome.
that
That's
first?
why we're back.
So as you know, we are having a new show on set. We've been slowly telling you that we're going to be doing
That we needed something for Saturdays more permanent than the
and being original content creators and influencers.
The original influencers.
I have my card.
Kyle and Matt.
My original influencer card.
Okay. Well, Kyle and Matt decided that they're going to kind of revive Saturday nights. Kind of where we all first started working on it together. We used to have a really good show that we don't do anymore, but they're going to bring back the fun Saturday nights, make it a little bit more exciting, and we're going to give you the intro right now. That's actually nice. That was a good job. Maybe we can make it a little bigger. So, what's your guys' show going to be about? Kyle and Matt?
Legos.
Nice. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.
How to staple acetate covers to comic books that you can't sell.
It's just a bummer we can't do the Rennavision one now.
Which Rennavision one?
The Rennavision acetate we were going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to slap USA and some patriotic stuff on books because why
I was
not?
going to say, in Marco, in trust.
I mean, we can still do it, bro. I mean, it don't matter. It's
No,
not
but
like they're stopping.
We're just bringing back an old school fun. Have a great time.
We can't
Saturday
use the name of the show. Apparently, I don't know why, because we invented the name of the show and the music for it. But
it's because we already have an MCM now on Fridays with the Mail Call Mayhem, which is why we can't have another MCM.
So instead of us having the name to show that 4 people here created, we now have to change the name for the Saturday.
Well,
sounds good. Okay.
M.CM.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that's great. So that's cool. Who are you guys having on this week?
It's going to be me, Matt, Sam, and Ish.
Nice. Good. Bringing it back.
All 4 familiar faces that everybody would love to see. Corbin's invited. Everybody on this panel's invited. And Matt and I have been putting a lot of work into it, so it's going to be all nice and spiffy and shiny and still fucking chaos, though.
Yes, it's still chaos. And by the way, I don't want to see any thumbnails with 3 comic books against the wall. If you do that,
I said it's okay. I said brick walls are fine. We talked about this already.
Brick wall
I don't mind.
out of this show.
They're going to have 3 comic books if you read in front of the curtain.
Yeah, We got the curtains.
So,
we got
I mean, you ruined it because our first thumbnail was going to be Kyle shirtless against a brick wall, holding up 2 books with his official influencer card pinned to him.
This is how you. Yes, I remember
Good.
these types.
As long as you could give us a con report, as long as you could open up the curtains, look across the street, and tell us how that con is doing over there and how you're on the floor. Yes.
A lot of people in line, and they're not getting their books.
Good. Yes. Sorry, a lot of inside jokes for those people that used to watch the old show we used to do together.
They're limited to 700 copies, and this guy just bought 95 of them.
I saw it myself from over here. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, that's cool. I'm glad you guys are bringing that back. I'm really happy.
Our first guest is going to be Dark Lopez. I promised I'd interview him.
Good luck with that. Okay.
No, but it's just going to be just a fun, wacky, just hangout show. No, we're just going to try to bring, not a lot of. There's not going to be a lot of spec talk. There's not going to be a lot of that. It's just going to be a lot of we're just going to talk about comics.
Take it back to talk about comics,
and we're just going to have a great time, and that's it.
Yeah,
for
those people that remember the show. For those people that remember the show, how we used to run it and how we used to do it, it was really a lot about comics and about messing around. So
yeah,
I mean, you guys are probably gonna be.
That's what we like to do here. So you guys will fit right in.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna do more deep dives into stuff like comic storylines, like maybe Secret Wars, Edge of Spider-Verse, the first one, things like that. We're gonna do more like ugliest cover of the week, best cover of the week, comic book reviews. Like I said, we're just gonna have a good time talking comics and dive into stuff like that. No drama, no who did what at cons, no who's an original influencer, no who said what to who, just a good old time talking
enjoying
comics.
The hobby.
Yeah, like you would hear in
all love.
Like you would hear in the shop, like old school MCM before it was just a summer fling.
Summer's over.
Over. Are you gonna have any creators on where we could shill their products for them and then they can just leave town, or are you guys above
probably?
Are you guys above that now? Are you guys above that now?
Never above that.
No, we want to.
For whatever reason, you're saying Summer Fling reminded me of Olivia Newton-John, and I didn't put her in the news. I feel bad.
Oh, no, there's a certain comment.
I know. Summer
comic creator had a certain comment for us. So,
what is it? What time are we doing? I think we're doing it at 8:00 Eastern.
Okay.
So
5 Pacific.
5:00, yes, Arizona time. So we did it so everybody could still enjoy their Saturday night. They can go back over to McClay's channel or watch whatever they do.
Oh yeah, Kyle will be telling con stories because Kyle actually does go to cons, unlike other people we know. He actually does show up there and get in fights with a bunch of creators. So good job. All right.
So yeah, if you want the original MCM, you come to Rennavision Saturday nights,
guys. If you
then you can go watch the knockoff, and you can tell us who's doing it better.
Okay. All right, I'm not gonna get into it. All right, well, good. It's good to have the boys back on.
Saturday night special, shots fired.
When winter comes around, I might find my way to talk about taxes and NFTs. So there we go.
You want to get in fights and?
I mean,
I expect
Patrick. We're all friends here.
I mean, yeah, no, cordial. You know what? I hope the best for all of them, but I'm ready to do just a fun, loose show with really cool bumpers, and just have a great time for a couple hours with some buddies.
Yeah, we joke and everything about all that stuff, but the bottom line is that this is their show. It's not my show. It's their show. They get to do whatever they like and just have fun and enjoy doing what they want. No mandate from me saying we need to do whatever.
No, there was one. I gave one mandate. I said, please just don't get the channel canceled.
There's that because nobody wants that.
I expect the occasional complimentary text message on Saturday mornings from Marco that says, "I'm too busy to do Saturday nights anymore." Like, I hear that at least once a week.
I still will give you that one. Like, I'm way too busy to do this.
We're not gonna try to hawk anybody's exclusives or anything like that. It's our stuff. Just enjoy comic books.
Sticks Boy's welcome whenever he wants to come on. He knows that.
Kyle and I are working on acetate covers to give away, but ours are gonna have 5 staples.
5.
5.
And
Get that extra.
And
space
one's
for
going to be
free.
removed and put back in.
this
Nice.
is the logo on the back of on the front of the acetate.
Hold on. And can I ask you one more question? Are they going to be a variants? Like, are they going to be like a Hungarian variants?
They might be.
And are they going to have copper staple?
Remember,
Yep, probably.
Good.
Hey,
Copper.
so we can finally do our thing we want to do with CGC, right? Pull staple and put it back in because
it'll be
Yeah,
just
staples
fine.
don't
We
exist
now
in them.
know it's
Yeah.
just fine.
yep.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't care. Just they're not going to have a problem with it. Feel free to do that. Good luck. Whatever you do, don't go to ECG grading because it's just
Which one was E? Oh, that was that. Yeah,
Corner stuff.
quarter scuff.
corner
Corner
scuff.
scuff.
That's what my phone says when Marco calls.
Yeah, it's quarter scuff on it.
I still kind of want to try Halo. just to
Oh,
get more
yeah,
down
Eric.
there.
Yeah, Eric. I'm sorry. We're still taped. I get to it. It will be strictly it'll be strictly Liefeld and McFarlane covers and how great. If you guys do like top 10 best McFarlane covers and then top 10 best McFarlane covers that you haven't already covered, we might have to put you on a break. But
Why? I like McFarlane. I'm in.
That's our first segment now.
every
Thanks.
week at NCM, well, we could do something with McFarlane. No. All right. Moving along. Let's get into
Do you want to do the tier or do you want to run through the top 10 real fast?
the top 10 real quickly, then we'll get into tier.
All right, let me run the thing and then we'll just bang this out because it'll be 10 minutes because it's top 10.
By the way, thank you guys for putting on a show on Saturday. We really do appreciate
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun.
it. I know. Do so much.
I hope
You-
Corbin
you-
shows up.
Let me know whatever you guys need.
I got you.
Hey, listen. Corbin doesn't have time to show up to your show on Saturday because he's got to get ready for Sunday church so he can pick up girls.
He's got to go door to door.
Last time I
You
raced
mean the
for work
funeral
here.
services?
All right, let's get to the top 10. What do we got this week?
All right. Well, as you know, before I get ready and start running the clock, it's the top 10 in 10 minutes. These are not necessarily all the 10 hottest books. There's just 10 interesting comic sales or comic books for the past week that I felt like talking about. So with that, let's get our ticker going and start off with our big ticket item. Where the hell is our 10-minute clicker? There it is. 10 minutes. We're rolling right now. Top 10 and 10. Our first book, even though I had it as our big ticket item last week as a 0.5, there was an 8.5 that sold this week for a significantly higher number than the 10 grand, a 0.5. This was $228,000. So I just couldn't ignore this type of sale. Granted, it's not an all-time high, even for this grade. And in fact, it's actually a little down when you look at it. From June, there was one for $350 over at Comic Connect to hit $228. That's interesting. That's why I put it in here.
I heard that there was
Imagine
someone
that guy who paid
C2E2.
$350 back in June is like, God damn it, they got one for $228.
You think that's signs of a slowing economy that people just aren't? They still got the money to spend, but they're not spending like they would have.
I think
a
you're
few
seeing
months
it just.
ago.
I think that you're just seeing a correction overall in, what
This is
came
a
out.
stratosphere I don't understand or complain in, though.
So this is also
28
this is
grand, I can't
also
throw that in the comic.
so this is also I think some of these comics at this price have been like you wouldn't see this book in an 8.5 like put up this much, right? Like you're just not seeing this book at that grade.
I mean, look at this. That's
months,
three of them, though. This
yeah,
is
three
three in the last like
what
2
I'm saying.
months.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're not seeing like back in the day, you might see this book in an 8.5, you'd see it once a year, and you got it up 3 times, 3 different books through 8.5 going up in a 2-month span. Like, yeah, no, there's more of it out there too. So people are saying like, okay, cool. And when you get more supply, obviously the price is going to go down and demand's going to go down a little bit. I think it's a little bit like I don't think like if you're putting out $240,000, nothing's really affecting your pocketbook that much.
Yeah, this is a lot of money, however we look at it. But
How
moving to
many
our
of
next
those
book, 'cause
high
we gotta
grades
roll.
are there, Pete? Do you know?
You just opened a can of worms now.
Yeah, I don't know.
JP really wants to talk about this.
So
No,
we're not going to talk about it. I mean,
we
it's
don't
enough.
talk about that.
Nothing about it. Like if people don't know how stuff works, then I mean, whatever.
Well, we got Ultimate Fallout. We got, like I said, we got 10 minutes. We got to roll. Ultimate Fallout 4 in a 9.8. While it's not a big ticket item, it's still, from what I can gather, an
Awesome.
all-time high for a $3,800 sale at Heritage, which is confusing to me because that happened on August 5th, but then you see a bunch of eBay sales for only $2,500 and $2,400, $2,800. It's like, yes, it was an all-time high, but why did that buyer pay that much more than everybody else since then? Look, there's literally 5 more sales since that sale that have been for almost $1,000 less.
Yeah.
So it just
Yeah.
makes you think.
Is
Don't
it the
just get caught up in
clientele?
all-time high sale prices.
Right.
Well, when it was at Heritage, right? So it's
Yeah.
there. Don't you? So it's
Paying a
not like the
premium.
eBay. Yeah.
Well, it's that's the auction number plus the premium on top.
Yeah, and I
of
think
that.
that's not even including the premium. Like the premium, I think,
That's
goes after the
premium
fact.
on top of it.
But we'll move on to some regular books that we can all talk about and consider. Amazing Fantasy 1. Talked about Anya Corazon because her book started moving a little bit again because she is in Edge of Spider-Verse 1. Everybody wants any spider character they could find because apparently there's going to be 200 plus spider characters in the next animated movie. So that means we need all of their first appearances. So there's a little price bump again for $40 to $50. Her Amazing Fantasy 1 is going for, where end of July there were copies that were sold. There's still copies that sold for 40, but there were copies to be had for 17 and $20.
Is she a short character?
Is that why Pete likes her so much?
What's that?
Is she short?
I'm sure she's short.
She just got a little leg.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's very, very short.
Not
Not that short.
Yeah, that's non-proportional.
Not
her
Superior
really long.
Spider-Man's girlfriend short.
Yeah.
But the other bit, again, since we had it in the news, the Hood. So the Hood is coming.
I love this.
Does that mean we start selling books? Obviously it does. So it gets bumped up once
No,
again.
it's because of Brian K. Vaughan. This is a great series by K.
It
Vaughan.
is,
bro.
but this was dwindling.
I know.
Look, it's $50 and $90 again raw, but it wasn't that long ago. Look, August 2nd, $27. Back in July, it was $15. Like there were cheap sales. And again, there's some buyer sales mixed in too, obviously, but there were cheaper options that may not be there right now. Because everybody's excited.
Hold.
I mean, do you think Red Hood's going to stick around more than just with Ironheart?
Probably. Not for a long term.
I
Well,
was about to say, yeah, like the payoff might be later for that.
I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like it might be like Baron Zemo, right? Like,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
exactly.
I think you're going to get a couple bites of this apple, just so you know.
Mhm.
Yes. Don't don't immediately sell, but don't go buying in. At
Oh yeah, I would
prices.
sell right now, but it's going to take a dip, and you might be able to get it back.
Yeah, let it
I
cool
think
now.
You'll have enough time to come back around, probably.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit of these indie books that are now selling because of Netflix announcements. So, Mind Management.
Yay.
$40, $60 sales on this number 1 for Mind Management, where once again, back in July, this was $5, $3, $15.
You know what this reminds me of? You remember that movie, that show Herman's Head?
I do.
Mhm.
I actually liked Herman's Head. But this is going to be bookended. Well, not bookended, but I guess packaged up with, again, the other one I mentioned, Bang. That was also going to Netflix, Idris Elba. This is a movie. That one's a series. This is also seeing a little bit of a bump. $20, $30, $50 for a pair of number 1.
I'll be honest, I'll have to read them, Marv. Maybe I'll tell you next week because I didn't read any of this.
Look,
shit.
August 4th, copies were selling for cover, basically. So before the announcement, it was cover. And then it starts selling for $20, $30. The reason why I bring this up.
Has anybody read either one of these books?
Be careful. No. But be careful with this indie spec and don't go buying in and all this stuff, because even good indie books like this that get adapted, and we talked about last week because price was bumped up because the show premiered. Well, let's look at it this week. This week, raw copies are $12 to $13. 9/8 are now under $100, whereas just a week or so ago, there were raw copies selling for $25, $48.
I mean, the print number is insane on
$160
these
sales
anyway.
on 9/8.
Yeah.
How quickly indie spec goes away. How quickly it passes.
Mm-hmm.
So just be careful.
Be careful.
This is also why I don't like spec. I mean, I like showing numbers, but I don't like spec because this is what you're gonna run into. So be careful. If you're not buying it because you want it for yourself and you're buying it for investment purposes, well,
Yeah.
this is what you got to deal with.
Which always goes back to just buy what you like.
Buy what you like. That's why,
Like,
like,
if you're stuck with it, you're not disappointed.
If you want to talk about it, we've talked about it 1,000 times in this show. Like, we don't like. Oh, really? Exclusives. Buy
I
what
put
you
this.
like.
This is not exclusive. This is a seat cover.
I know.
Yeah, this is a seat cover for last week's Harley Quinn, number 18. There's a bunch of homages coming out, and just a lot of copies of this one have sold. Granted, some of the prices have hit $10 to $12, but there's still a ton of cover price sales. But there have been over 100 cover price sales even on eBay. So this is not even counting what's at your shop. It's just something to keep an eye on, which is why I put it in here. That
Yeah. BK, yes.
people like covers, like some certain covers hit and resonate with people, and they seem to like this homage so far. And going to one to watch this week, again, even though there's another homage cover, this is an incentive. This is a 1 in 25 incentive. And the reason why I want to watch this one is because the cover artist is this
Who's this?
Jimbo Box. It's their first cover, from what I can gather. And they got 134,000 followers on Instagram. So anytime like a new artist comes onto the scene, I'd like to just watch it. I'm curious. I want to see what happens. So with this many followers, there are people interested in the artist. Let's see how their first comic cover goes. Right now, I mean, there's plenty of under ratio sales right now. Like, they're out there. But the pre-sales were hitting like 25, 35. This is a 1 in 25 book, by the way. $42. They were hitting some highs. Let's just see where it goes from here.
They got interiors or anything?
It's just the cover. Again, they do like this anime kind of art. And
Got the
that's
Sailor
what they
Moon
do.
vibe
They got
going.
134,000
I
followers.
mean, did they do anime covers? I mean, like, how do they have 134,000 followers?
They do a lot of anime pictures. I like the art. It's kind of cool, but we'll see. I'm just like I said, I put this in because I'm curious. Just like I'm curious as to what's going to happen with
Gathering artist. Like, he sounded familiar. I was wondering why.
Yeah. 8 Billion Genies number 4. By now, shops should know how to order for this 8 Billion Genies, which is why I'm confused when I see some sales hitting $20. Why are you paying $20? Like, in plenty of cover price sales. So just be careful thinking that every 8 Billion Genies book is going to be hard to find and worth money, because by now shops have probably ordered properly.
Yeah, my shop had like hundreds of them, and like there were 3 different covers.
Just because your shop might be sold out when you go on Thursday or Friday, maybe it's not because it's hot. It's because one dude showed up and bought all of them because he thinks he's going to make a mint off of all of these books.
And I think a lot of those sales are people who live not near a comic shop, and they get
held
hostage. So yeah.
No, this is actually, you guys are all wrong. This is actually proof that the great state of Michigan is the best state of all. This book is all about the great state of Michigan.
All right. Well, we're over time now for 10 minutes, but we'll end with your comment there.
Yeah. Smart investment. Just like
I do have something to bring up to you guys for overtime since we're here. I thought this was kind of interesting. I just want to get your guys' take on this.
Okay.
This book right here, Invincible Iron Man 7. First Riri Williams. This is the first printing of this book.
Cover.
Awful cover. I hate this cover.
Like
Here's the third printing of this book, which gets you a nice little picture of Riri. It doesn't look like Riri. I don't know who that looks like, but
Riri's
it looks
mom.
like an old. Something looks like Riri's mom.
Riri's mom. There you go. Exactly.
But
Rihanna.
Looks like Corbin's mom.
Oh my gosh.
There she is on the cover. On
Corbin's
the third
mom's
print.
pretty hot, if you guys don't know.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
My question to you is, why are these books selling for the same amount of money? Raw. Why are these both $60 books? I get it. I talk about plenty of later print books. Hard to find later printings. This particular later printing, I think there's 6,000 of the third printing. So it actually hit Comic-Con and it made the number. So there's over 6,000 copies of this third printing, which I'm not saying that's a ton, but it's still a third print. Is that little picture on the cover really making you that excited that you're going to pay the same amount as you would pay for a first print? I leave it to you guys to talk for a second.
Nah, I've already heard enough bullshit this week. I'm done. Next.
What do you think? Like,
do you want? I mean, like, this is like the whole thing of the whole. What's going on the whole week? It's a sucker thing. Like, if you want to be a sucker, go ahead.
But no, my question is the third print being overvalued or is the first print being undervalued? Is more my question.
No, I mean, because the problem is the mudding of.
Well, what's the print run on them? Like that's.
I think the first print was more like in the 50s. I want to say it was like 50K. Like there was a decent number. It had the Mary Jane cover.
Yeah, because it wasn't there 1 in 50 in that too or something. There was definitely
No. There was no incentive for number 7.
Covers. Was it 9 that had multiple covers?
Yeah, number 9 had the Tron cover that everybody wants to go along with it. This one had the Mary Jane Women of Marvel, Women of Power, which is another bad cover. That was the
right
hitch for here, but not an incentive.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, double cover. So that means it definitely was.
Yeah.
And it was still during that Civil War II period where they were printing a bunch of bullshit.
They were printing a bunch. That's why I said there was still a decent number of the first print.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is part of the problem. I mean, this is part of the problem with what's going on and why people don't know what they're talking about, and they get on the internet and they're like, "Oh, second print, very rare, very important. And it's a picture of her mom on it. Like, this is going to be worth millions." And it ups the price of this, takes down the value of the book that should be called, which 7 should be it. They make the muddy of the water with 9, and there you go. People that, people that sit in rooms and look across the street to tell you how a Comic-Con's going. So what you gonna do?
So on that, we'll see you guys next week.
We're not allowed to talk about certain things, so we're gonna talk about them. All right. Next week.
No, but we're done. That ran its course. We ran our course on that one. All right, so I guess it's time for the tier list, so we can just get this done and be wrapped up for the night.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you, Patrick. Yeah, let's get a tier list.
All right, let me get the. Here's our lists. You got to pick the.
How dare you?
What?
You hate women in power?
I didn't say that. I hate that cover. That particular cover. I do not like that Mary Jane cover.
I totally heard you say you hate women in power.
I heard you. Please apologize and take it back. We have our own. Now we have our own.
Mea culpa.
No, what's the thing? Where are they making up the thing they said?
I love a powerful woman.
All right. Yeah.
Gotta pay extra for that.
Okay. No, I'm going to the list right now. Let's see what we got.
They are in order, I believe, by release date.
This week it's Marvel.
You don't have to.
It's what is it? What is this week's?
This is all right. That's what this is. This week is non-MCU Marvel movies that were Marvel movies, but not the X-Men movies. Because otherwise we'd have 40. We'd be here all night. We did the X-Men movies.
Shit from like the 1940s up here.
I didn't go all the way to the 1940s. I did for the overlays. I did for fun honorable mentions at the end. You could look at some of the older Marvels, but they're not part of the tier.
Okay. Well, then why would you put them in? All right.
We can show them at the end.
Nick Fury, the 98 Baywatch babe. What the fuck's some guy's name again?
Hasselhoff.
You can't hassle the Hoff.
Why did you start there? Why did you start at the beginning?
Because I liked the movie at the beginning and I wanted to get thrown in the tail before.
He likes to eat his cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
All right.
This is garbage, right? This did not pass the test.
This is a TV movie, I believe. We're missing one. Slide 3 is missing too. I gotta put slide 3 back.
Oh yeah, did not pass. Joe gave this a pass.
I can't pass the Hoff. Sorry.
No, Mark, we're not going to
fail.
Yeah, this is a fail.
Yeah, it's been rough riding for a while.
Only pass or fail. It's trash. You got
no ride in the middle.
Yeah, this show was really bad. It was really bad.
Well, it was made for TV, so do you want to give it any allowances for that?
Nope, it was straight trash. Okay, next up is the only movie that my parents they never finished. They actually only made it 15 minutes into, and to the day that my dad passed away, would talk about how terrible this movie was. I love it. I think it's a classic. Howard the Duck.
Pass.
Pass.
Agreed.
Duck titties, man.
I just don't think my parents.
Dude, he was reading Play Duck on the John.
Play Duck.
Oh, it was so good.
And there was some interspecies erotica because he was slamming out a hot chick. Yeah, let's
I don't know if you guys like back in '86. I don't know if you guys did this too, but like we didn't have a lot of money, so we would rent from the library. And my parents were so upset that they even had this movie at the library that they called the head librarian. It was like,
So you were taking your video recommendations from Corbin?
yeah. Oh, so how it used to work? Does nobody else rented from the library?
Yeah.
Oh, library all the time, man.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
used to-
library. Thank you.
That was always the library was always the Hail Mary pass when the video store was all out. Dude, let's go check the library.
Oh,
Maybe
we
they
never
got-
went to the video store. We didn't have video store money, so we'd go to the library because I think it was $1. And then like there were certain days that it was like if you rent one, you get one free for $1. So the kids would get to pick one, and my parents were, and this is what they picked. And
Did you rent the VCR too?
no, did we have a VCR? We had
Shoot,
a
back in
VCR.
that day, you could rent movies from the grocery store.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
What-
Armor
Was I
Jacks.
the only one who could never
Yep,
rent
yes,
Faces
sir.
of Death because it was never in the store? The one copy of Faces of Death was always checked out. I
Fail.
was always
Tough.
curious what was in there. Always
Yeah,
wanted to
we
watch it.
We actually have one of ours has got the biggest comic book collection of all at Michigan State. As a matter of fact, pass, classic, pass.
So
Yeah,
we're
no.
passing Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I'd pass it.
Are you wearing your work clothes, Corbin?
I am. Yeah,
He
that's
is.
what I'm saying. I came straight from work. I'm usually late. This time I was on time.
He was on time.
That's
All
why I
dapper,
didn't
ready to
change.
go.
I came in and I
Hey, you
loaded
gotta wear
up.
a tie to to work at the library.
I don't have to, but yes, I have to wear like business casual. So I wear a
Senior
suit
citizen
and
shit on
tie,
more when he does.
polo shirt, something like that, slacks every day. Yep.
You look really
Friday.
good at that tie. All right, Victory,
Wow.
what was this one?
Well, what's the epic fail for?
I just watched this a little bit ago. Yes.
Is this the one where it's got the This is the one with the carousel, right?
No.
I think they all
No.
have a carousel. No,
Like what do you?
This is the one where he like towards the end fight scene. He's in a like circus or something. There's a carousel that goes around.
No.
no.
Was
Well,
that
there's a
the-
carousel on the John
John Travolta.
Bernthal one.
John Hall one.
I think there's a carousel on the Thomas Jane one too.
Yeah, I think he was fighting like a.
There's a
Asian
carousel.
guy.
I think that's what I mean. I think they all have a carousel.
So maybe it did. I just don't remember. But
Probably did.
Yeah.
This was garbage.
Yeah. He
I
had
didn't like
Punisher-
this one.
Like it barely
No.
referenced the Punisher. He had like Punisher like throwing knives. That
Yeah.
had, like the skull on it. That was
Louis
really
Gossett Jr. didn't even save this one.
How the hell
No.
did Corbin watch out of all the shit that Corbin never knows? He knows this movie.
it. I watched it recently, like 2 weeks ago, or whatever. I don't
Because it was
remember,
still
like-
in stock at the library.
Okay, you
Probably.
know what? We're not getting library cracks in here. Pete.
Nobody else wanted to watch it.
No way, Mark. He did
I
not.
did watch
No,
it.
he did not read the comics for research. This had
Oh, you know,
nothing
Mark,
to
I'm
do
on
with
it.
all.
You know, I stay on the comics, but this actually has no comic relation outside of them saying the Punisher like a couple times, and like I said, the Punisher throwing knives he had. Like, there's no insignia on his chest.
Yeah, there's no skull. Like
He just walks around in black and shoots people.
No,
My
see-
mind is fucking blown. Corbin's watched this movie, and Jedi never watched it.
Wow.
Well, Corbin watched it because he heard that Rosario Dawson said that the Punisher was coming to Disney Plus and coming back, so he got mixed up and he watched this one instead of what she was talking about.
Dude, even for Joe, no, even for 89, grading on a curve.
yeah,
This
this
was-
was not good for 89.
It wasn't good. It was your generic 80s action movie.
Yeah, you want to start talking late 80s action and we start looking at the the diehards and the last Boy Scouts. This is not on par with any of that.
You could have read it all he wants. It was not good. All right, fail this.
I mean, Last
Yeah.
Crusade, I think, was 1989. This was
You
no.
want to do a watch along with the Punisher? Geez,
Oh, we
Pete.
could.
I don't know.
I'm gonna crack open the whiskey for that one. We're not going beer
Dude,
for that.
Joe, he was going to add that. He wanted to add rubber-eared Captain America, and I was like, no. Fail that.
We have it. Well, again, we can just show it at the end, just for fun.
Passed, right?
Yes, I watched this the other
pass.
night.
Easy pass.
It looks
what-
like he's crudely photoshopped.
Before you
and-
say easy pass, I mean, I'm still with you on the pass. Don't forget the dumb shit that was in. I gotta keep reminding you of the dumb shit that was in this movie.
There was a lot of dumb shit.
There was a lot of dumb shit. Steven Dorff jumping out at him at the end with the like his hands in the air. It was like the shittiest comic pose that they forced into a movie. There's a part where he fist pumped after he killed all the vampires by throwing the glaive from Krull like at everybody.
Pass. It was good.
There's just some goofy shit in here. That's all I'm saying. I still will pass it because it was still better than anything else. But let's not.
How many times did you watch it?
This movie, probably half a dozen.
Half a dozen. Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking over time. Like
That's
Yeah,
I
sick.
didn't watch it a lot, but I've seen it a few
I
times.
call it
on
trash,
TV or
dude.
whatever.
Awesome.
I would feel
Just
it, but
what's up?
I haven't watched
It's
it.
still a pass. I'm all I'm
Yeah,
saying is if
that-
we were hearing this out more than pass fail, I know a lot of people would be like S tier, this is S tier. Like there's no goddamn way I would S tier this book. That's all. I'm saying.
Second one, pass. Also a pass. Pass.
This one I like. Well, this was Del Toro. Del Toro, I think, did this one. Had the weird vampire mouths, but
Wasn't this one that had Triple H in it?
yeah, I think this is the Triple H one.
It had, what's his name in it too? The kid that plays.
I thought Triple H was in the third one.
Oh wait,
Was he?
yeah,
He's in the Ryan Reynolds one. Blade 3.
yes, he's in the third one. Yeah, Triple H is in the third one. This is the one that
You don't have the third one on here.
I do. If it's not, I'll have to go and.
Is Blade 2 pass? Pass? Are we passing Blade 2? Pass.
I would still pass it.
Lord, click my vid. Pass. Good. Yeah.
I'd
Pass.
pass it as in watch something
Yeah,
else.
it's slide 12, Marco. It's slide 12. It's there.
Yeah,
It's there. Third one's there.
All right. I'm gonna move down. So we're gonna do it. So you guys know, vote early, vote often. Blade 3. We're still passing that, right?
It had Patton Oswalt in it.
It did. It also.
They
had,
need to chill out that dude doing every voice for every
yeah, he's a
comic
character in.
thing.
He's a character in Sandman.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Matthew the Raven, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Matthew Raven.
You guys didn't dig Jessica Biel. She had to put her iPod buds in, and she's getting ready to roll. Like,
She was hot.
my music. I got my soundtrack to fight.
She was
Right.
smoking
Best
hot.
adult
It's
games night.
Hot, and guess who showed up to the chats?
Yeah.
Hannibal King.
We're passing this. Fail.
I
Whoa.
don't know I could fail. I mean, it's not great, but it's still a movie I would watch. It's a borderline pass.
Dude, the final hunt begins.
Because again, this is the one it had Triple H in it. I give it the Triple H bump.
Ooh. Edward, this might get failed.
It might. I mean, I'm not going to be heartbroken if it does. It's not like it's a great movie.
I'm feeling
Nobody likes Triple H's great acting in this thing.
I mean, I'm
don't even know if he
partial
talked.
to it.
Daryl Dixon, pass, ultimate pass.
Dude, I pass anything that has Jessica Biel in it.
Yeah.
Even what was that movie she did with Freddie Prinze Jr.? This whether he was
Dean
a
Holly
baseball player.
That's all you had to say. Is I pass any movie with Freddie Prinze Jr. too.
Hey guys, I don't think we're passing this one. It looks like we got to.
I don't think. Well, the chat's not passing.
Yeah, double O. Let us hear you. You're the guest. What do we got? Pass or fail? It's on you.
I watched the first two. I didn't see this one. I gotta fail it.
Oh, you know what? I'm not going to argue the fail because you know why? The Prison Break guy as Dracula was shitty.
What?
Yeah,
He
fair
did
enough.
not play a good Dracula. He was a lame ass Dracula.
All right,
He
fail
looked
it.
shorter than he was shorter than Wesley. Like he didn't look that intimidating. He wasn't that
Listen,
cool.
When you guys ruin this list, don't talk to me about it. You talk to Pete. All right.
Wasn't he Dracula in that?
I didn't.
Pass.
Which one? Yeah, I don't know. This wasn't that good, but sure, pass.
Come on, this started the whole thing. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it's still.
50-year-old playing a teenager is creepy as
He
shit.
was
dude.
30 something. He was 30.
That movie was awesome, dude.
It
I'm
was awesome.
first time. Yeah.
Okay.
They all did. I mean, well, Garfield was just as old as he was. No.
Pass.
Yeah, just about pass. Easy. I don't know.
Toby.
Yeah, the first Spidey. I mean, it had
Yeah,
some dumb
yeah.
stuff. You had Aunt May smacking Willem Dafoe's hand for putting his finger in the stuffing or something.
I would have done the same thing, and it was the candy ants.
I really didn't like the guy who played Spider-Man in this.
Toby.
I could never get over.
Well, the problem with Toby, Toby was a good Peter Parker. I liked him as Peter Parker. He did Peter Parker
Yeah.
well, but he was not a good Spider-Man. The jokes they tried to deliver were he's
All right.
he's not
We
funny.
got it. Macho Man Randy Savage was in here, so it's an automatic pass.
That's true.
Yeah.
Pass.
But you still got to pass. This was
And my
crazy.
buddy Bruce Campbell.
Holy shit.
Pass.
I mean, Kingpin, it was funny enough.
Kingpin was good.
It's not
He
a
was, he
horrible
really
movie.
was.
It's not.
Michael Clark Duncan's Kingpin was good. Fucking
Dean
Colin
Molly.
Farrell. I love Colin Farrell, but his bullseye was shit. Come on, he was standing up on that motorcycle, putting his that goddamn fight they did on the seesaw, the flirty fight with him and Jennifer Garner.
I
Oh, that was
agree with
more
Jedi.
cringeworthy than the basketball scene that Halle Berry had with Benjamin Bratt.
No,
and
no, it
Catwoman.
wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, don't
Dude,
say that.
they were
Pete.
both awful.
Pete, sorry, they were both awful. But as someone who like plays basketball, no, they defied the laws of physics. So they didn't count. Like they made up their own.
Somebody plays basketball wreck by himself 1-on-1. What were we saying now?
I've actually, I'll correct you right there. I'm very good at basketball. I'm sorry, but
You just can't walk down the stairs with chicken wings.
I'm telling you, I
Or
got
chicken tendies.
Exactly. Hey, listen, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Can we say who that was yet or no?
No.
Pete, why would Marco? Why would I?
He's a public figure.
Next.
No. It's better off unknown.
Next.
But where are we putting? Because I'm a
passing
fail at
Daredevil,
this
right?
one.
Pass.
Passing. It's passing. It's
How do you get a $50 super?
Come on, he was an awful Matt
Marco,
Murdock.
wow.
He was awful. He was
It's
awful.
okay.
I got nothing against Ben Affleck. He was
Dude,
Batman.
Toby was
awful Matt Murdock.
He was the Bob and Phantom, Joe.
Dude, just because you're blind doesn't mean you can't comb your hair. Like, he was an awful Matt Murdock.
Hulk is this? Which Hulk is
No,
this?
speaking
This
of
is the
awful,
Eric Bana Hulk.
speaking of awful,
Which one?
This is the Hulk Poodles. And
Is
the
this the one
Sam
they-
Elliott Thunderbolt Ross.
Is this Red Hulk or no?
There's no Red Hulk.
no,
This is
isn't
the
Red
first Hulk.
This is the first one.
This was Ang Lee doing the Hulk, where they had that weird ass.
And he fought Absorbing Man or something.
Yeah, Nick Nolte was his dad, and he was
I'm
absorbing
talking
man.
about like what's his name? The dad that turns into
Yeah, and the mutated dogs. Remember?
Yeah, the dogs
You know
were
what?
rough.
the dad that turns into Red Hulk. Is it? It doesn't have this one in here, does it?
No, there's no Red Hulk in this.
No Red
No,
Hulk.
the
at all.
guy.
Have the comic book panel kind of lay out every once in a while that kind of look ridiculous as they come.
What are you
Oh,
talking about with the Red Hulk? Why do you keep bringing up the Red Hulk?
Pass.
I'm not really sure why.
Who's the general? What's the general's name?
The General was in all the movies.
Was he?
Yeah,
He
the General was Thunderbolt Ross, was
Thunderbolt
Sam
Ross,
Elliott
yeah.
in this one, but it was John Hurt in the.
He wasn't a good one though, right?
The late great John Hurt.
Thunderbolt Ross, right?
Well, Sam Elliott wasn't bad as Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah, I
but-
mean you can't really mess up Thunderbolt Ross. It was everything else that was messed up.
Yeah, it was the what was the other dude who was under him? That did that weird, like he was like the the triangle like thing. I can't remember. He worked for Ross.
Full of a pass.
I don't know. He's the bad guy.
You doing? P- was
This was better than the Edward Norton Hulk.
No, Edward Norton Hulk I like better than this one. Not by
Really?
much.
Yeah, same here. I like Edward Norton better than this one.
So are we failing this? Is
This
it-
one I did not like. I was
Is it? It looks like it's at 3/4 pass in the chat.
so disappointed. Yeah, this was weird. Yeah, it was Muffin Man Hulk. I don't know. I didn't like it.
All right, so let's fail it then.
No, I failed. Yeah, fail it.
Yeah, I'm
no.
definitely on the fail side.
Oh,
fail.
okay. What are we messing around with that for? All right. Which one was this? Oh, I like this one. This is the one that had Kevin Nash in it.
It didn't bother you that the Punisher moved to Tampa?
Nah, nah, not at all.
Like that bothered the shit out of me. Like, what?
I liked how people were actually trying to fucking kill him.
That was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
This is when you do that, all the stories about John
Also-
Travolta being a creepball was true, because this movie, I don't think he was really acting. I think he was just being John Travolta. And you're like, oh wow,
It was-
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, John Travolta was a bad guy.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
corny,
it
but
was
the end
cool.
where he like tied him to the car and had the car in the lot on fire and all made the Punisher symbol, that was pretty bad. That was pretty cool.
I mean, it did follow the Ennis run a little bit, like they tried to. It's just Tampa threw me off.
yeah. I mean, there definitely was some problems, but it's
Even the Punisher can get a condo by the beach.
Yeah, like, how bad is his life?
okay. I mean, we're just gonna go, hey Tampa. That's where we're gonna go on this.
I'll
Yeah.
pass it.
This movie.
Well, I mean, outside of that, it just still didn't feel like the Punisher to me.
Crime is everywhere.
But it's still a borderline pass.
Tugboat tried to kill him. Tugboat Nash tried to kill him. So
Tugboat. An earthquake?
yeah. Did you
Oh, wait,
remember-
did Tugboat become Earthquake?
Yeah,
Or did
he looked like
Tugboat become
Tugboat.
Typhoon?
remember he wore the red and white striped tugboat?
I know, but I don't remember what because he became one of the natural disasters. I don't remember which one he became though.
Who?
Earthquake and Typhoon.
He was Earthquake.
Was he Earthquake? That's the part I couldn't remember.
Listen,
Fail.
you do not refer to Kevin Nash as anything other than Diesel. All right.
I don't know. He wasn't called Diesel in John Wick. Remember, what was he? He was like
Two
Can't remember.
fails, bunch of
Frank
passes.
or
All right,
something.
let's pass this. Keep moving. We got more to get through.
Yeah.
We're not letting Mark down and going to 12. Garbage. Fail.
No, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Absolutely a pass. The second
Thank
Spider-Man?
you. Thank
They're
you.
all
This was one of the best superhero
Yeah,
movies
this is like the
was one of
best
the
superhero movie ever, dude.
ever.
That's-
Exactly.
yeah.
There's still some cringy scenes in here. The part where he stops the subway train and it makes the pooping face, and then
Yeah,
they
no,
pass him over
the-
like it's crowd
The
surf.
entire
That scene was
Ant-Man,
rough.
the
but
entire
other
Hey,
than
if
that,
you were stopping a train, you'd make a poopy face too.
yeah, the poopy
the-
face
yeah.
scene was bothersome, but other than that, this was a
The
great movie.
entire Ant-Man.
There's a
scene
hero
after-
in all of us.
Yep,
Makes
that
us
whole
strong.
Yep, that was so weird. Even the way when he first told that was weird. But ultimately, the Doc Ock fight on the air.
Oh
on
yeah,
the-
Doc Ock was great.
on
This
the
was
train. That was dope. Yeah.
Yeah, saying it's the best of the trilogy isn't saying much. It wasn't that good.
no, but it still was the best.
It was
still
very
was
good.
the
It
best.
was very good.
And
One
at
of
the
the best
time,
superhero movies,
at the
period.
time, this was
Get outta
one of
here.
the best superhero movies.
The
It
Saturday
still
Night
is top 10.
Next one.
I would
Next-
argue top
I think
5.
it's the third one.
Yeah, the third one's second. Yeah, third one.
I
I mean,
passing, right?
this is the one
Yes,
where
that's easy.
this is where he broke her back, right?
What's
What?
that?
Yeah. Okay, next up.
Oh wait, where he broke his back? Oh, and like legitimately broke his back, but
My
then they
back!
played in.
Yeah.
Oof,
He was fucking not
I
good.
mean, that's a fail. I mean, are we being
this was not good.
Yeah,
I didn't know
like,
what I
No,
was
it
looking at.
wasn't
but this-
good.
at the very end, the final scene, she's being chased through a maze. Like, get out of here. Yeah. Sorry, I feel very strong.
This was like I wanted to like this, but
To be fair, I wasn't around with the duck part for the most part there, mentally.
Dude, Howard the Duck was awesome. It's an awesome movie.
yeah.
Came out 12 years.
We
Yeah, I don't
all
know what
know
you're
that
talking
you're
about.
the
Yeah, Howard the
baby in the
Duck
group,
was awesome.
Corbin. It's all right, Corbin.
It's not fair. That's what it is.
I
That's
don't
when
know.
I go back to your heyday. That's all I'm hearing. Always over there.
Oh, jeez, I didn't mean to put that up, Joe. It's
Dang.
not right.
Well, they're not like these aren't Courtney Cox scream 3 bangs. Like
Okay, come
You
on,
guys need to do
fail
some
it. and Let's move along. Oh, I already did that one.
wait. So wait, did we fail? All right, fail and
We
move
failed
on.
it. It massively failed in the chat.
This will be right next
That's
to
a
it.
massive fail.
Now we're talking.
I don't. I mean, it's like a maybe a bear.
This is really middle of the ground, honestly.
Yeah, this is.
It's
like,
not as bad, but it's not
Jessica
good.
Alba.
That's the only
She was
redeeming
not a
quality.
good. Sue
She wasn't a
Storm.
good actress, but she was good. She was
But-
good.
Dude,
Chickless
best,
and
her best role
Evans.
was in Idle Hands.
you guys. I kind of like. I kind of liked. Like Mr. Fantastic in this one.
Yeah, he's not that bad either. Like the rest of them, Jessica
Hero.
Alba just seemed out of place. Like she seemed out of her depth acting wise for this. But
As in most.
Oh, remember the guy for the Shield played Thing too, and he was
Yeah.
just. So I mean, he wasn't.
it wasn't terrible.
Clobbering time.
The first one was bad, but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't.
Man,
bad
the
enough that it didn't make
disrespect for
sense.
Michael Chiklis in this chat tonight. Good night.
Yeah, come on, that was the commish.
They were not. He's not wrong.
Was he in that No Ordinary Family that was like so stupid? He's
Yeah.
not very.
Yeah.
I don't like
Fail.
It
I
looks
mean-
like it's getting a fail.
I'm not gonna argue if we fail it. I'm just saying this really is closer to the middle than
5.
Yeah, I'm feeling
than
it.
we started out.
What are you saying? Get out for? I said pass.
Yeah, BK, he's on your side this time.
Yeah, it's very thin, but pass it. Yeah. 1, 2. We're kind of even here. All right.
I don't even know if she was good in Dark Angel.
BK
Dude,
is just
when
not
she was
used to
wearing
that, so it was
angel
just an
costume
initial
and
reaction.
Idle Hand.
No
Woo!
love.
Yo, she was good in Idle Hands. She was good in
Well,
Idle Hands. 'Cause
as
She
a
just
guy,
had to play
make
the
this high.
pretty girl. Like she was fine doing that.
Oh,
Stop. Give it to us. Tell us what it is. Is it a pass
I
or
did
fail?
not
She
have
just
an
needs
Idle
to-
Hand in that.
This
She
is
just
a
needs to
fail.
sell my son his juice
Fail!
boxes. and
Okay.
then we're good.
Blame him. This is going
Right here.
Blame
Blame
him.
Who are you blaming?
Duh.
Right here.
Final vote because it's
All right, we're blaming Double O.
fucking list of mess already. All right. It's like there's supposed to be like 2 fails. This shit's got like more fails.
Oh, I
than-
didn't think there was gonna be 2 fails. I knew there was a lot of fails in this.
Yeah, there's a lot of misses. If it's
There's a
not,
lot of shit.
Hold on now.
this
I like.
movie was
I
trash.
actually really like this one. And when the
Just
part
lot-
We know what
they had so many fucking Punisher movies.
I kicked
Yeah,
God.
we had
Yeah,
3.
right. Not only Punisher movies, Punisher actors.
Yeah,
Not one has
this
had
was
more
one of
than
the
one.
worst. Easily the worst interpretation of Jigsaw. I mean, it's only been 2, but this is the worst. That's
Really?
saying a lot because I didn't like
Oh
the
my
other one
God, I
either.
thought
Did you see it?
I
Another
can see it. I
Cartoon
mean, there was some silliness in this when he was like
his
hanging and
brother,
spinning and
crazy,
shooting
whatever.
people.
Yeah, it was a lot of it. Was
But
Was he in Michigan for this one?
he still felt like the Punisher.
it felt like the backlots of probably Michigan. You're probably right.
Dude,
I
you
don't know,
guys
the Punisher
live
was
in
Like
St.
Titus Pulo from Rome felt like the Punisher.
Yeah,
In it.
when he was first taking out that initial family too, the way he was doing it, he like broke his nose and like snapped it back into place, and was just it was pretty cool. But
I mean,
it had a few
Mark.
cringy
For
scenes.
the
in it,
most
I'm not
part,
gonna lie to you. Like the first Punisher movie was actually pretty good. It was like one part that I was like, "Ha, this one was weird."
I
Only
like
one part. You didn't mind Garth Ennis's like red and white striped giant Russian scene? Like, well, why is the guy wearing a goddamn Popeye the Sailor Man
You
shirt?
know
Like,
what though? It
the hell is
fit
this?
the comic. Like it fit the Max run. Maybe that's I don't know.
I know. I
It
didn't
felt
understand why that guy was wearing that shirt in the Max run either.
Well, no, I don't either. Ennis was doing something with that. Ennis is doing something different there. But like, I don't know. This movie didn't have any of those comic accuracy ties to make up for its weird wonkiness at moments, in my opinion.
Eh,
It
well,
has a Marvel Knights logo on the poster.
yeah, right.
Mm.
yeah, I think it's a barely pass. I agree with
This
the
is
chat.
I would pass because it's not great, but it's good enough.
He did punch a guy through the face, which is amazing. I mean, like, what do you think this is going to be? You know what I mean? I don't know. Pass it. Send it. On to the next one. Please give us Nicolas Cage. Oh yes.
Pass.
Wait, you want to go to Spirit of Vengeance first?
Oh, I don't have the other ones here. Where's the other
Oh,
one?
is it missing?
Yeah. Maybe not.
There it is.
Send
The
it.
first one was good.
That was it.
Okay. Here it is.
Yeah, with Eva Mendes on it.
Nice. Pass. Anybody debate a pass on this?
I mean,
I mean,
don't
yeah,
argue it.
it's barely. This is like
Yeah.
These aren't the biggest ones you've ever seen, but they're yours.
It wasn't the best acting. Wasn't the best writing.
but at the same time, it wasn't the worst.
Wasn't the worst.
So yeah, if we got to do pass fail out of the two, I guess I gotta pass.
Not a good movie, but it's good enough.
It's the bees.
Not
The
a good movie, but
bees.
it's good enough.
Not a good movie, but it's good enough.
That's
There
what
we
the
go.
scene with him driving the motorcycle down the side of the skyscraper was confusing.
Can't believe you say even pass, right?
But outside of that,
Of course, we do that every Friday night.
Pass. We're getting a bunch of passes. 1 fail, 2 fails. AOA fails everything. Pass it. All right, put it in pass.
AOA fills everything.
Man thing. Yeah.
honest, I didn't see the man thing. I put it in, but I didn't. This is the one I didn't see out of the list.
No.
Fail.
I mean, why is this even on the fucking list?
Well, because it's a Marvel movie and it was released. It even says Marvel Studios presents.
It fits the requirement. Yeah, I understand that.
Look at the top. They were trying to sell it as best they
Nobody's
could.
passing this, right?
Dude, they had 4 movies. It has to be a bad movie.
When you're
When you're selling this, we made 3 other movies that were good. You might like this one.
yeah, for the
Well,
studio.
maybe not good, but we made 3 other movies.
But we also made this.
Yeah, I'm with Planet Arizona. I didn't realize there was a Man Thing movie.
Yeah. Oh, you could go watch it, or you could just poke your eyes out.
I'm just gonna go on living my life. But
Everybody who saw this thinks it's terrible. Fail it. This was really bad.
there's no Swamp Thing.
We already did that one. I'm just double checking. Oh, this is where he does the Disco Inferno walk.
Yes, this is emo spy. You know what the sad thing about this movie is? This was the first movie I convinced my wife, we were just dating at the time, to take off work to go see a movie with me. It's like, let's take off and go see it on Friday when it comes out.
Never done that again.
It's gonna be
Married
good.
you?
And I still don't hear the end of this. I still don't hear the end of this one. I took off for work for that.
Right. Yes.
She heard me. She's even out there talking right now.
Fucking Foreman's in it.
She's still screaming at you. She's like,
Yep, she's still pissed off about it.
I can't believe I took a day off for that.
Yep. Yeah. It's 15 years later. I still don't hear the end of it.
All right, fail it. I mean, there's nobody in the chat that's passing that piece of junk.
My God.
My wife still does that to me when I try to feed her to sharks at the ocean. So
Sandman wasn't bad. That's the problem. Sandman part wasn't bad. It's the Venom really dragged that shit down.
How disappointed were you in Silver Surfer in The Rise of Silver Surfer?
Very.
Outside of Lawrence Fishburne's voice, it was pretty shitty.
Yep.
God, so disappointing.
And what were they even doing with Galactus? Yeah, just fail this.
Oh, don't even bring up Smoke Galactus. Oh,
that's
God.
why I'm saying fail it. I'm not like
yeah,
that
doesn't
make any sense.
That and Dr. Doom stealing his board. Ugh.
Yep, and getting really weird with it. And what happened? No. He looked cool.
Silver Surfer wasn't terrible. Like that's the part. Like even Doug Jones playing the body, and then
no, it was really. I think Galactus kind of ruined it for me.
Terrible. At the time, I thought it looked weird. It just looked weird.
Yeah,
looked weird.
They did the whole power switching. This was the one with the power switching, right? Where they were touching each other, and Johnny and Grimm, they were like switching powers.
Yeah,
it was kind of goofy, but that wasn't terrible. But overall, the movie was kind of shitty.
I used to be a Silver Surfer fan until I watched this movie, and then I was like, "Yeah, maybe I'm not."
I didn't think that the movie wasn't terrible. I'm with Planet Arizona. Well, maybe not great. Great might be overstating, but that was not the problem with the movie.
Well, it doesn't matter. This thing's failing either way.
Yeah, because the rest of it was shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Silver Surfer was,
we're gonna have the wedding on top of this building, and
all right. I thought wasn't Vengeance better than the first one?
I liked it better because Nicolas Cage went batshit crazy.
It was a little darker. He went crazy. Yeah.
Idris Elba in it, and the dude for Empire Records was Blackheart.
Right? Yeah, Blackheart. That's who it was. Yeah, damn the man, save the Empire, my friend.
Yeah, this one I like this one better. I mean, it's not good still, but
it's a pass.
Better. It's barely a pass. I mean, if we pass the other one, we can definitely pass.
You slop. Wait, did you anything?
Come on, you had crazy ass Nicolas Cage. Remember when he was like transforming? He was like just going nuts. He had Nicolas Cage in his element.
Yeah,
this is a pretty terrible movie. I'm not gonna
lie. Never go full Cage.
Dude, full Cage is brilliant. All right, well, I guess.
No Eva in this, no.
So
you had
Eva in it?
Well, it wasn't
okay.
The devil.
Can you save this movie?
What?
Did you see this?
Only some of it. No. The first one kind of ruined my outlook on it. I watched the first half and I didn't like it.
I didn't see it either.
You gotta fail it, dude.
That's why I didn't say
it.
And I liked it better. I'm just putting that out.
We have more weird tied with fails and passes at the
end. I like it better than the first one.
Non-MCU's hit or miss.
I don't even know why we do this shit anymore. They just ruin lists. I think they purposely are trying to ruin lists. I like this one. Pass.
Did you?
I actually think Garfield was. I didn't think they need to replace him as Spider-Man. I mean, I definitely liked it.
Garfield was too cool. He didn't seem like Peter. Oh my God, he's a loner. He's a skater. He's just the cool guy. No, he didn't seem like a nerd.
Tall and thin? Are you mad because he's tall and thin?
No, I'm just saying the way they played him, he didn't come off as like a nerd who would get picked on.
Short, dumpy looking guy you say is one of the best Peter Parker Spider-Man of all time.
Well, because he seemed like a kid that would get picked on by a Flash Thompson. I didn't see a Flash Thompson really picking on Andrew Garfield. It wasn't the same. Like I wasn't feeling bad for him. Like, and then the weird stuff with his dad. They focused too much on Peter Parker's parents, which to me came later. Like in the 90s when they said, "Hey, let's look at Richard and Mary Parker." Like I thought that was kind of weird. I don't know. And then the lizard, was that really the villain you wanted? The lizard? We're gonna turn the whole city into lizard people? Like that was the big thing you wanted?
I mean, isn't that what the lizard was trying to do in his first comic appearance?
Yeah, I think that was clever throwback. That's what I was about to say.
I know, but it was still kind of dumb.
I mean, but that's the lizard.
At this point, I'm just saying, but at this point, this is the fourth Spider-Man movie we got.
But
it was kind of a dumb premise.
I don't know. I get you, Pete, and I agree, but like you're trying to go with a different villain. You do that. And like how much more elaborate are you gonna make the lizard's plans? Like it's kind of his MO. You know what I mean? It's
Well,
not
he didn't
really
need-
any.
but that's my thing. Like, it didn't need to be a citywide threat. Like, he could have just been trying to kill Spider-Man. Like, it could just be a lizard man trying to kill him or somebody close to him, and the stakes are still high. But once you add in, he's got a technical weapon, and you put it on a high building that's going to spread a gas that's going to turn all the people into lizard people. Like, that's when you start getting kind of ridiculous.
All right, well,
You need to go there.
passing it.
You can make stakes without having to involve it to be a citywide or worldwide threat.
And
That's
if it
all
was
I'm
the Green
saying.
Goblin,
You
I
still
would
have
agree
stakes.
with you, but I get what you mean.
All right, there we go. Passing it is.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
still
That's not a
good.
terrible movie, and I do like Andrew Garfield as an actor.
I
Don't
like
get me
that
wrong.
better.
He was just too cool for Peter Parker.
Pass the second one also. Double pass.
Sure. I mean, it was
Well,
obviously
they both weren't bad.
Yeah,
no. I like what they
I
did with
think I would
Electro.
saw
The
both
idea
of
of
them in
Electro was
theaters.
cool.
I did too.
They tried too hard to make Electro look weird.
Is that
Like,
what
they
you
tried to make
call the
him-
ladies out there in Arizona?
Yeah, but the way he like transfixed all over was kind of dope.
No, we call them lot lizards, not hot
Oh.
lizards.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the second wasn't terrible. I did like that they actually had the balls to kill Gwen Stacy.
That's true.
Wow. Okay. We're all passing, but you're all failing, or half of you are failing.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
get
a lot
it.
of fails.
Start-
A lot of fails.
Well-
What do you got, Kyle? You said it was good. Matt, what do you got?
I love this movie.
He loves it.
Even Harry, Harry.
Yeah.
That's the only problem I have.
Yeah, because I just love that you finally get to see Gwen Stacy bited on the big
Yeah,
screen.
that
so.
I'm a not a
Yeah.
fan.
Oh,
I
that
think it's-
watermelon buzz
Even-
was
Even
heartbreaking.
track. He hasn't passed anything. Yeah. Dub, what do you got?
Pass.
All right, pass it. Gwen hitting the ground was gold.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost through.
like
We only got
everything.
a couple more
passed.
left. Or actually, no. We only
Oh,
got
Electro was off. The bad guys, Garfield films had the worst villains, though. I mean, the villains, Rhino was terrible. Electro was terrible. Lizard wasn't horrible.
I like
Garfield
Jim.
Well, you
was a
didn't
good
like the
Spider-Man, and-
weird tattoo.
Well, the lizard
on
wasn't a
Giamatti's
lizard; he was
head?
a Goomba.
Hmm.
Oh,
This movie is terrible.
Yes, the movie was
Holy shit! Was
god
this
awful.
bad.
Very bad.
I had
Down to
so many
the
problems with
Fantastic
this movie.
Four reveal.
I don't
How
even know
do
where to
you
start.
Make a movie right here. This is like a master's class in garbage.
I mean, I don't even know. Well, I do know where to start. This is what I'm going to say. My first problem with this movie is why the hell, I like Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm. Fine. Why the hell did they hire Kate Mara as Sue Storm? Why did you
Well,
have
I
to
liked her
introduce
as
this whole adopted daughter? No, they're not brother and sister if she's adopted later. It's not the same.
True that.
Why couldn't Sue
That's
Storm be black?
the problem with this
Why
horse shit.
couldn't they just hire a black actress to be Sue Storm? And I'd have been
Can't happen.
completely on board.
Yeah.
That's the problem you had, not the acting, the writing, or all
Yeah,
the
no, that's second. That's secondary to the point of why did they do this?
movie, but they fucking ruined that because who the fuck knows what that was all about? Thing was fucking terrible. Ugh,
I mean, yes, there was a lot wrong with this.
garbage in this movie.
There was a lot wrong with this, but the fact that they added that element, because that's the part where I don't feel like changing an actor's race. I don't think that fundamentally changes a lot. But when you do change the dynamic between a brother and sister to being a stepbrother and a
worse
stepsister,
fail?
that is different to me.
What's worse than fail? Would anybody anybody here gonna try to defend this shit?
No,
I have
Nope.
big-
This was dog shit.
Mark.
Nope.
Mark. I bet you AOA is going to try to pass this. All right, fail this before AOA can say something dumb.
I thought you would be blaming Zaggy for taking it into an inappropriate place.
Oh yeah, I know. I thought that too, but Zag's been quiet tonight.
Yeah, but
Zach's saving it all up for Saturday, where he could really shine.
This is just for fun. They're not on the
Oh,
they're
I
not on
love
the board.
this.
This
It's free on-
is Great trash,
you
homie.
can watch it on YouTube.
No, this
right
was
now,
this
y'all.
is why I put these here. This
Oh
was just
my
at the end.
trash.
It's on YouTube
This
right now.
technically doesn't count because this wasn't really released, was it?
Oh, they did a little sham release. They had to avoid some tax write-off or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know. I remember it being underground. You had to go to your comic shop and be like, "Yeah, they got bootleg copies, man.
Bootleg
They got
copies.
bootleg copies of that Fantastic Four movie."
Yep,
I
my friend got a bootleg copy at the con.
This is
Did
what a
Marvel
bootleg.
approve that bootleg copy?
What's that?
Did Marvel approve that bootleg copy?
I don't think they did.
They actually
'Cause I think They
did.
put an acetate
It
cover
was
on
not
the
officially
box.
released. It was made in order for them to keep the Fantastic Four rights.
Excuse me. I would like to explain the difference between a copyright and a counterfeit. Wait, we're not talking about that. Okay, yeah, no, this is bullshit. Just like that. It is bullshit.
Even
Too.
No, we don't need to
Trailers.
rank these. We don't need to pass fail these.
Hey,
We
remember
put these
who
in here
had
for fun.
this is the one who had the Mr. Fantastic? Didn't he have like that HVAC shit to expand?
Yeah.
And wasn't Thing's costume made out of foam, if I recall?
The cast
Oh,
members
yeah.
hired a publicist at their own expense to help promote the film at the San Diego Comic-Con.
Why does Reed Richards look a little bit like John
Suddenly,
Ritter when I'm
the premiere
staring
was
at it now?
halted. They received the cease and desist.
I'm
from the
passing it.
producers.
I want to see it again now. I'm passing it. It's so bad.
Wow, that's funny.
This thing was so bad. Oh my god, this thing was so bad.
We need to do
And there's so
we
much
need to
drama
watch it
behind
while we talk about it live.
What's that?
We need to do a thing where we watch this on YouTube. All of us.
we do
Yeah.
a watch.
Yeah, like Space Mystery Theater 3000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we go watch
Mystery
along
Science
and,
Theater 3000.
No, the guy didn't want to lose the rights. They didn't want to lose the rights, and they had to get this. Part of the contract was they had to get the film out, and I think he had like 6 months left before they actually distributed the film. And if he didn't get it out, they would lose the rights to Fantastic Four. So he threw this horse shit together and
Yeah,
put it
funnily
out.
enough, he was the producer of that one, right? He obtained the rights in the 80s to Fantastic Four and Silver Surfer.
Mhm.
And then, like, in the 12 years he spent arguing about releasing that movie, he was able to produce the other two Fantastic Four movies in the 2000s.
Wow.
So, I mean, there was some, I guess there was a, I did not realize that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They
No,
all
that's
suck.
not cool. It's not cool.
I mean, listen, if you're fighting that hard to be part of the Fantastic Four, I think it's kind of neat. Did they suck? Yes. But, like, I'm sorry, he also passed away. So the late Bernard Etchinger. Anyway.
I'm still kind of mad we
Well,
never
you know.
got the James Cameron, Leonardo DiCaprio Spider-Man that I was getting promised back in the 90s.
All right,
Yeah,
so we're failing this? I mean, I don't know. Are we failing?
We
or
don't
are
have
we
to pass or fail these. I just
Oh,
put
it's
these in
gold.
for fun.
It's gold. I would
We don't
pass
have
it.
to
It's
do it.
amazing. Just
couldn't
kidding.
pass? Okay.
All right,
Oh,
okay, we can
no.
do it then. Fine.
No, not Disco Dr. Strange. No.
Dude,
Holy
he's
shit.
rocking over
Reverse
gold.
the madness.
Oh, Disco Strange. Oh
Over
my god.
gold.
Let's go
Look at that.
Strange.
Oh my god. I forgot how bad this was. You remember they used to use the psychedelic shit too in this? Oh my god.
It was 1978.
This was like a college. Hey, remember when you were in high school and you had those friends that were like, oh, and they used to have the big like 8mm cameras or whatever. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna shoot this film. Do you want to watch it? We shot it, and you had to go down there, and it was just like bad shit cut together with like wavy shit that they used like Windows 1 to fucking add in some like texture to it.
They all
That's
thought they were Andy Warhol.
I appreciate that you think I had friends in high school.
I wasn't talking about you
Oh, okay.
or you. I was talking about 00. Really. That's it.
I did have Windows 1 in college.
Yeah. Either way. What?
Windows one.
Huh?
Anyway, no, I mean this is not I mean even it had the quality of the Conan films or the Flash film.
Yeah, this is more. Yeah, this feels more like Flash Gordon.
Yeah, but it just wasn't as good.
Ah.
All right. Oh fuck.
Wait, so were we failing that, or where were we putting?
Yeah, that thing was horrible. That thing was
Well,
horrible.
this is the tiebreaker because we're even up.
This fails.
Oh,
What are we talking about?
wow.
This
Yeah,
is this is not the one from the 70s. This is not the one from the 40s. This is the 1990 version.
Oh, it
Wait,
sucked.
this wasn't the motorcycle one.
I think this was
Yeah,
the motorcycle.
yeah, it
one.
was the motorcycle one. That's why it failed.
Fail. No, fail. No, fail.
Yeah.
The 1940s one had like a red suited like Captain America. It was kind of weird. In the 70s, you had Captain America 1 and 2. But was
Also-
that the one with the Italian Red Skull, or was Italian?
I
Red
think
Skull
so.
90s?
In the Philippines, this movie is called Blood Match.
It did look like
Blood match.
Yeah. So where to, if you ever want to watch a movie in the Philippines, Blood Match, you'll get 1990 Captain America.
As long as I can have some adobo chicken while I do it, I guess I will.
Yeah, I mean, it really is these last three films. I think the craptastic. This is probably worse than Disco Strange,
This is
and
This
at
is something.
least Fantastic Four had an excuse why that was a piece of shit. Like this had no excuses.
No.
This had zero excuses.
yeah. This was the rubber-eared one, I think.
Even the dating sites don't like it.
The film was released in the Philippines with Blood Match and a double feature with the Snoopy film.
Snoopy film.
All right, fail that shit too. Look at this garbage of a list.
It
fail-
failed.
yeah.
Like overall, we failed. That was the tipping point.
But it's on Blu-ray, so
Hey, did he send us the thing for this so we can make this into a shirt?
I didn't check, but he was going to send it after his little one went to bed.
Is this cool or what? Kyle, you see this? What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah, dude, this is really cool. Nice.
Yeah, I think
Just
it's fun.
remember, we're going to be putting out the Rennavision Absolute Geek Kyle shirts.
Yeah.
You guys want a shirt? You tell me what you want. You send me what you want, and we'll put the shirt out there.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. That's what we do here at Rennavision.
Yeah.
We just put stuff out.
Hawk merch.
Again, let's see your merch.
Let's say show it again.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And also, don't forget Absolute Geek Podcast. The link is below. Make sure you go and sub up Matt's channel.
All right, should we look at this? Should we look at this piece of crap list one more time?
If you want, we'll put.
No.
I'll try to remember to put a recap out there.
I think that list is solid. I don't know why you think it's crap.
Yeah, I
Right?
think it is solid. I mean, apart from the fact that
I think it's the
Fear
most
Dimension
solid
should
tier
be
list
above
we've had on the show the
other
entire
Ghost
time
Rider.
I've been on it.
Nice is bullshit. All right, cool. Get rid of it. There we go. All right. Anybody else want to add anything? Don't forget to tune in to Friday for
modern mail call mayhem. I'm sorry, not modern comic mayhem. Mail call madness. That's what it is.
No, that's
Mail call
Saturday
madness.
night.
Our MCM.
Saturday.
And I'll be
Saturday
on with
night,
Jedi. and Rob.
Saturday night, just to let everybody knows, pass for the what?
Yep, Saturday night will be a pass for the new show. You're right, Marco.
Glad the new
My
Saturday.
son did tell me if he gets famous, he is going to sue me for using that.
I was gonna say you did a good job marrying the song with the intro there.
Good job. Tell your son good job on the song.
Hey, can you show that graphic again? That the future T-shirt.
Oh, for the T-shirt?
Yeah, who drew that? I saw it on Instagram. I don't remember who drew it.
Pull his name up. It was really good.
I can't. He's got a funny like a.
I'll pull it up right here. I got it. Where's the?
Yeah, that's fantastic. He did a really good job.
Self-deprecating name.
A something. It's a.
Like a nobody who draws comics or
Yeah,
draws.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, a nobody that draws. That's
Nobody that draws, yeah.
with underscores between the words.
Nice.
A nobody
Good work,
that
man.
draws.
He did a really good job.
Nobody that draws. That's really cool. I mean, I saw the sketch thing first and thought it was great, and then continued to be good when the color came in.
Dude,
That's
he's
really
got like 4 times more IG subscribers than I do, or followers than I do.
Oh, yeah. Cool. You'd buy that shirt? Good. We're gonna make that shirt actually. And speaking of that, maybe we'll add one into our package for our 2K giveaway, which we're still pushing for 2K. I actually have a feeling our Saturday show is going to push us above the edge for 2K. So that should be. Yep. Look at Kyle already muscling it down.
I think it might.
People are excited for the new show on Saturday. I've been hearing rumblings.
I have
I'm
too.
excited.
I've been excited for a month now, or a little bit more, maybe. But wait, are we allowed to say how long we've had this in plan? But everybody bring their contracts first. They pay nothing, and we at least have fun.
Whatever you need, I'll to give you.
Yeah.
There ain't much.
$1, you got it. Double O. What do we got to promo you? What's next? You're going to be Sunday. You're going to be in Livonia for the Night Hall Con.
Night Hall show, and I'm doing another local show at the end of the month on the 27th in St. Clair Shores.
What's
Rudy's
St.
show.
Clair?
Rudy's show. It's on,
Rudy's?
yeah. St. Clair Shores, a small little town in East Side.
Yeah. Sorry, they're telling me they're going to scratch me. Wait, go ahead. Feel free.
You buy the shirt, it's all good.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I don't care.
That's good. I'll try to see. Remind me on Sunday. I'll try to come down to.
I don't want to say I don't care what you do to the shirt because some people can be creative, and I don't want to open that door to say I'd be cool with it.
Fair enough.
Okay, Absolute is on what day, Matt?
Fridays. Friday
And
nights.
then we get a Saturday live show here. Do we have? Oh, and we'll have a Star Wars Sunday show again too. So please check that out real quickly.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. Oh,
Getting
Kurt,
jammed
there's
packed
the
on this
giveaway.
channel.
Make sure you go watch yesterday's Chasing Ghosts if
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to get on the giveaway. I'm just gonna keep doing giveaways because, well, I got shit to give away.
Perfect. So there's giveaways for that.
Also,
Anything
apparently,
else?
I bought 2 fucking GI Joes, so I'm gonna have
Which
to
one?
figure out a
No,
giveaway
those-
so I can give away one of these
I
Bat
want
Troopers because I bought
I
2.
want, don't just give those away. What are you doing?
I bought 2. I don't know what I'm gonna do with 2 of them.
Okay. Perfect. That's the end. Mark, I hope you approve. We've had 2 short shows this week. We didn't even go over 2.5 hours.
No,
So there you go.
On the
Excellent.
cusp.
Anybody else? Does anybody else? Was there anything that happened this week that somebody wants to talk about?
Not that I want to talk about.
Oh man, so much happened this week. Did anybody watch I Am Groot shorts?
I actually did.
I thought they were really, really good.
They were really nice. They were really nice. What was your favorite?
I think the one where he builds the
Wait,
bomb.
see the belt off. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
I
The
know,
bomb,
right?
yeah. The bomb was the end. There was like the bathtub
I'm
one.
changing.
The bathtub
I
was
thought
one.
Corbin was going to slowly start to strip.
I am. I'm done.
The
Little
dance off
long-
one
It's not,
wasn't
it's
bad.
not midnight
too.
yet.
But no, the Groot shorts are worth your time. I don't know why they released it like this though. I feel like they could have just threw this out there like randomly. Like, hey, we got a new 6-minute Groot short this week. Like, putting them all
I mean,
out. at
they're
once.
all out. They're all out.
Yeah, it was weird, but they're not connected either. So I couldn't watch them in any sort of order. That was the toughest part, trying to figure out how to watch them because they weren't in any order. It was just you had to pick them.
Hey, ladies in the chat, open up the. No, okay.
It's like we're married, so
Sure
probably
you
not.
don't know?
Just show a little of the stern bush.
A little bit, you know. Well, no, all right. Just checking. Just checking.
Nobody wants to see your freaking chest sausage.
Well, Groot was good. Are we going to do
That's
She-Hulk next week?
What's up?
Well, are we going to do
No.
She-Hulk next week? Because I think She-Hulk starts
Well,
next
we'll
week.
Saying.
And hopefully we'll
I'll
have a
slip some-
Sandman,
I'll
better
slip-
Sandman review. So watch Sandman because we'll do that. Maybe we'll actually do
Gotta watch
DC titles,
Sandman.
like DC titles that weren't garbage
Really?
on
Will we, Marco? Because that'd be great.
We can do DC.
The Marvel bias is just real here, you know? That'd be awesome.
Corbin, have I not said all great things? Wait, who did Sandman?
One property, DC is much more than just Sandman, Marco. It's also Batman. Okay.
Wait, who did Sandman?
Dude, that new
but the
Sandman
problem
cover is
is-
awesome.
Yeah, he's trying to help you out. He's trying to say he likes Sandman.
No, I'm
Sandman's
not
good.
messing with Marco.
First
I'm
is
messing with
amazing.
Marco's. I mean, Sandman's alright. I'm not. I just think there's more we can spotlight at DC. You know, not a whole lot more, but more.
Not right now.
No, that's true. It's been a rough year.
Corbin,
man.
man. Corbin, it's like one of the best things that's come out for DC ever. You got to celebrate it. Why are you trying to knock it down, man?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
don't
I'm
try to
not.
put out-
I'm not
Hey,
trying to knock
hey,
it down.
don't
It's
try-
just like
hey.
Marco takes one thing. I need him to be
No.
like,
This is what you're doing. Hey, since you're such a basketball star, it's like you took the loss on the court, and the next game you come back and won, and you were talking about the last game and blaming the refs for the last game
you
loss.
know, that's exactly what I do though.
Yeah.
You know what?
A little bit.
If I had won last game, I feel better about this game I'm winning. You're right. I get you.
Every
Don't
time
get me
he's
all-
going. Every time he's going, he ain't playing. He's practicing in the off season. You're complaining about the refs.
No, I'm just
no.
saying the refs gave me a bad hand, but you're right.
Your vertigo is DC.
You're right.
Why would you want to
Sandman was
Why
good.
would you
That
want to
was- that
review
was-
anything from a company that's about to cease to exist?
Because it's not gonna. All right, man. See, this is where. Don't you got a baby or
It's
something?
canceled
Like, you don't
for
need
you, bro.
this. I don't need this right now. All right.
No, I'm just saying. I was giving you. I was giving props to Sandman, and you come
No.
over the top.
Mark, I
Okay.
know. It
Okay,
was just
and-
like maybe we'll do some DC. Like, yes, let's do some DC. You're right, but I
No,
should give.
Peacekeeper is good. I will.
Peacekeeper's is high, yeah.
Peacekeeper was good. Good
And
stuff.
you're right. I'm not giving Sandman the respect it deserves.
Did that Sandman cover come out yesterday?
What?
That Sandman cover, did it come out yesterday? Where the dude from the show's on the cover?
Yeah, I got it. I picked it up today. So
Yeah,
it must
came
have come out
today.
yesterday.
Or no, yeah, it did come out. DC, yeah. So yesterday.
Oh yeah, DC. Yeah, DC's Tuesday.
Yeah, it was. My comic shop is giving them away for free.
Really? You got it right there.
Yeah, I'll
Let's
grab
see.
it.
Dude. That guy that played it too, especially in the beginning. I was like, oh, cool,
Yeah, he fucking was killing it.
dude, killing it, man.
Which guy? What are you talking about?
The guy who played
Corinthian?
Yeah, who played.
Or,
Dream.
oh,
yeah.
oh, nice.
Oh, God, that's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what movie that I know that dude from? Pirate Radio.
Oh,
You ever
really?
seen Pirate Radio. Go check
Yeah.
that movie out. That's a fun flick.
Yeah, that is a good flick.
It's a
Hey,
fun. It is a good time. You just watch
It looks like it's the whole number one.
Yeah, did anybody pick anything good up this week from the shop? Like Predator #1?
I ordered one, so I'll be getting Predator 1. I think I got the Raza, the night vision one.
Mm.
I thought that was kind of cool. Prey was
I got
good.
The Raza and the
did-
Scotty.
Kyle, Matt, did you guys watch Prey? Because
I did. I liked Prey a lot.
I don't go to the movies.
no,
It's on Hulu. You can watch it at home.
I don't have Hulu.
Oh,
Oh, that sucks.
it was good though. It was good.
I'm poor, man. I can't afford all these fucking streaming things. Shit.
I ordered this like a year ago, and it finally showed up today.
What's that?
It's Penny Parker, the Bandai.
Oh, no shit.
It's Japanese. It comes with the mech, and it's like the little figure fits inside. I haven't opened it. I just got it today, so
My
I'm
God.
super excited about it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's got like super articulated, and you can't see the figure or anything, but I'll open it. And
Box looks
figure
like
it
it
out.
doesn't get fingerprints on it.
Yeah, it's got fingerprints all over it now.
I'm gonna be curious what happens when we get the next Spider-Man movie. Like, are people gonna start buying the new characters that show up for 30 seconds, or are they gonna go back and buy like Penny Parker and like Spider-Man Noir? Like, are those things gonna get more interest on the aftermarket, or are everybody's gonna be, well, Spider-Punk's gonna show up for 20 seconds, and this Spider-Man who's got a cape is gonna, we gotta buy that because he's on this cover. Like,
I don't.
I'm curious what's gonna happen. That's
Yeah.
all.
I think you're already seeing the slowdown on like, well, we can't say the word influencers or anything else at this point, but like all those hacks that were pumping and dumping and stuff, and now are all mad. Like you're seeing already that their stuff isn't, they're not moving the needle like they used to. And a lot of that garbage was because they didn't know what was happening. I mean, they just don't know the common market. and
Has
stuff.
anybody got a problem with that word, influencer? Like, Kyle, I know you got that badge, but
Hey, man, I was the first one, so I have to back it up.
I mean,
you can back. I don't know. I hear that word and it rubs me the wrong way.
I think you're
But I
stupid.
think
Call yourself
influencer. I think like an Instagram chick that's like
Yeah,
half
it's the
naked.
same thing when idiots were calling themselves flippers, like dirty flippers. It's stupid. And it's-
You are content
the worst
creators.
part was, like, for everybody that doesn't know, like the people that were calling themselves dirty flippers were also the people that set up fake accounts to get angry at the dirty flipper. Like, it's so stupid. Like, when you know what
you creating your own drama as opposed
yeah, creating your own, which is what's happening again this week. And for the people that aren't smart enough to catch on, unfortunately, there isn't people, or it's, I mean, some people know and they're just playing it up because they like, high school drama. But like the rest of the people that aren't smart enough to figure out that, like, oh yeah, like it's the same shit they did when they did the fucking Jeffrey Alberton thing again. So like, it's not, yeah,
It doesn't matter.
it's stupid.
Ultimately, it doesn't matter. It's shitty people doing shitty things.
Yeah.
That's the simplest way I can put it.
And the best thing you can do is stay away from it as much as you can.
Yeah. That's why we kind of do. I mean, like, if you remember here, you got a little special. Let's see behind the curtain on Monday, and it seems like all that stuff we called the blueprint, and it's been like that all the way through Wednesday. So I mean, it's not like we're geniuses. It is, what
And
it
it's
is.
not going to stop because Boston Con's coming up, and
Oh God, it's gonna
they
be-
have a brand new plan in place
Yep,
to stop us
exactly.
in Boston Con, which is
I
just
thought it
gonna
was a joke,
make
but
it even worse. Yep.
yeah, Matt, you're right. It's
We're
not
gonna
a
take
joke.
it all down. Like, this whole gimmick. It's so sad. It's so pathetic. And I guess that's the point. Like, these people aren't really like, these are the people, unfortunately, that some people have taken advice for of what like, literally, there's people that were saying they were at cons and they haven't been to cons for years. Haven't been to cons for fucking years. Like, how do you? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad. Whatever. I mean, I don't think we are. We get 400, 500 people, maybe sometimes 1,000 people to watch our videos of us joking around. And some of those people don't even get that it's what we're doing is a joke. Like, they don't get that. Like, sometimes when I'm on here just screaming to scream, it's like, yeah, it's a put on. Like, they don't understand that. Like,
Why
I
are
know.
you opening the curtain?
Yeah, no,
I should break all the sausage, but no, I mean, like, it is kind of pathetic. Like, it's kind of
Only Kyle's
Pay
allowed
no
to open
attention to the
curtain.
man behind the curtain.
how the sausage is made, because maybe people know there's sausage being made. Well, somebody said it. I was talking to a friend while we were laughing, because we're laughing about all this, because now people who like are really attacking each other, but they're doing the same thing, and they're like, it's funny. So we're all laughing about this, like, oh, look at these idiots. And then they're like, yeah, they just we figured out that they just don't know how they're like, oh, you have to kill a cow or you have to kill a pig to make sausage. They were opening packs of sausage and selling them one link at a time, going like, oh, this is how sausage is made. It's like, no, you actually have to kill the pig, drain the blood, throw it through a fucking sausage maker. And it's kind of funny. Sorry, Joe.
Fry it up, serve us some grits.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
did.
get into the whole
He
thing.
always tells me not to ruin the thing, and that's why
We're gonna get into the whole thing. It's just, bottom line.
we're not talking about that, Mark.
It's an inferior cover slapped with some bullshit plastic for some reason that makes no sense.
But that thing has nothing to do.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's what starts it, and then from there you get all the other corners of things that are wrong with the hobby get highlighted because.
But it's the people that are doing the wrong things with the hobby, screaming, "We're protecting this and we're doing it." No, you're not, you idiot. If you don't go to the con in your state, if you're not at the major con in your state, you're not in it. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle.
I missed one.
Yeah, no. But Kyle never says that he's a seller or reseller or a flipper or whatever.
Are you kidding me? He's been sitting here all night telling me about how he's an influencer and he was the first one.
And he has the card.
Hey, he's got the card to prove it.
Yeah,
he's an influencer. But the point is, like, you're not even at your own cons. Like, you don't go to your. You get. I mean, I
go to that con.
Double O at a con.
An influencer.
I know Kyle's rolling his eyes when we're talking like, oh yeah, what's his name that runs this con, blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's stupid. But like there's dudes out there telling you they're making thousands of dollars, all these sales, paying rent, doing all this shit, living in their parents' basements, living in their basements, living in their cousins' basements, and like, yo, no. And then they're like, oh, this is ruining comics. Wait, you can't have a bunch of fucking. We tell you here, at least for me, I told you what I think. I've told you a very long time what I think of exclusives. I was there with Brain Trust. I saw what happened, man. Like, same shit's happening again. But you can't have that shit going on with those people in your fucking thing and then telling people how something else.
Let's just put it like this, though. A 750 print run comic isn't going to ruin comics. Just don't pay attention.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
That's the problem, though, is it's not.
It doesn't matter. It's
a
so
lie,
it doesn't matter. This
all
isn't
it did. By the way, everybody who's
like people out there, you are ruining it.
Yeah, you're ruining it. Yeah, that's what it is.
If you like something, buy it.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, don't buy it. Yeah. And you know what? Shit happens. We've all stood in line and got to the front of the line, and they've been out.
Yeah.
How many times have you waited for concert tickets and you didn't get the concert tickets?
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of the game.
I mean, the only thing I think that I've agreed on with anybody I've watched a bunch of people talk about this all weekend is that exhibitors should not be able. They need to change the way. If you're going to do exclusives, San Diego, wherever you go, they need to change the way they do that, where exhibitors can't line up before everyone else.
Bullshit.
Because that ain't cool. If there's only 100 of something and all the exhibitors are in line before the doors even open.
But dude, that's the way comics have been run.
I know it's the way it's been done, but I'm saying it needs to change.
Yeah, I mean, like. No, like, look, man, the thing is, like, if you don't like that China makes all the fucking cheap ass goods, don't shop at fucking Walmart. You know what I mean? Like, you can complain all you want, but
and Marco, I hear what you're saying with it, but at the same time, the whole problem with this is that too many people are focused on this nonsense. Yeah. That's why we didn't talk about this here, because we don't need to. We got enough ideas to have our own content. Like, I don't need bullshit to make content off. I don't gotta waste time talking about, oh, the bathrooms weren't clean at this con. Let's make a whole fucking like a hullabaloo because the bathroom toilets were overflowed. Like, that's what this is. Who gives a shit?
Cons. Like, what the fuck? Like, a lot of these people who are talking about this, they're not there. They're all, we're in the streets. We're this. We're doing. No, you're not. You want to know how me and Dub know? Because we live in this state, and some of those people are here.
And I get what you're saying, but ultimately, when it comes down to it, we're talking about a shitty reprint with a shit cover that was overpriced to begin with. Who cares?
Oh wait, you got screwed by you got screwed by exclusive? Oh no shit. Big news story. Oh no shit. Okay.
Is that what we're talking about? That's not even what they're talking. They're talking that their butt hurt that they weren't there. They didn't get a comic book and that they weren't invited to the birthday.
Yeah, because they didn't get to screw over everybody else to overcharge for some bullshit book. That's what their butt hurt about. I didn't get to fuck people over.
Ah, good. Congratulations, Joe. I hope you enjoy it.
So yeah, anyways, tune in Saturday to
Yes,
Saturday
exactly.
Night Special
We
as
won't
Kyle
be
and I
talking about this at all.
Kyle and I put as many staples on a book as we can to try and get it as CGC 10.0.
I mean, then the truth is the problem is we actually do have sellers on this channel, but we're honest. Like we actually sell. We don't fake sell. There's a difference. Kyle AK, check the algorithm. Check the algorithm.
If you want to sell, man. Like I sell books every now and then, but I wouldn't call myself a seller. I do it to pay something or because I want something or to upgrade something. I don't
like most sellers do. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, yeah, but like some of us have to pay taxes on it. Like we have. I mean, obviously we heard my long
dude. One time. I heard you don't have
anybody who sells $600 has to pay taxes now.
You don't have to. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
See, if you get paid in jewels, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, that's why I took all of my savings and moved it into NFTs, so I don't have to.
Yeah,
pay
I want to get some
it.
gems, and I figured I can get the new Amazing Fantasy 15 that dropped this week, and I'm going to be paying a premium for that because all the other books have done.
Sorry,
so well.
we're vendors. Is that what we should be called? We're vendors. We're vendors.
I am a influencer. One of the first. I can't say I'm the first.
The first. You're the
I
first.
try not to influence anybody.
The original and best.
Oh no, Kyle's the original, Matt's the first, and Corbin's the best.
I influence you all to subscribe to Rennavision and make sure you check us out. If you're watching this, and you're not subscribed to Rennavision, what are you doing?
Mark's only giving us 3 more minutes.
Yeah, I influence you to watch Saturday Night Special Saturday night because you're gonna be in for a treat.
Oh yeah, we don't do that. That's garbage.
Oh no,
where we will content create some stuff for you.
Yeah, could you content create some stuff for them too?
Oh yeah,
I'd rather have you just look at the internet and comment on it. But if you want to create some content, you can do that too.
We're just gonna. Have
I heard Corbin's gonna do his very
have
first whatnot sale, so we're all gonna check that out. Where he sells slightly dirty books at discounted prices.
This is what I want to talk about: how shady it is that Leftover Zaggy volunteers for cons and then doesn't actually do any work, and he just goes around and harasses artists and tries to steal books.
Dude, so many people used to do that here at our cons. They get passes and they're in, and then there wasn't enough security or anything.
My job was being a volunteer coordinator at Archon for a long time, and that's what I used to do. Motor City. I did that for like 10 years, man.
Really?
And I did it for so long. I had people that worked for me, so I would put them to work, and I checked out. They work, man. People work. They got 6 hours of work, and they got a free pass for the weekend, and they got free autographs. So it was a good deal for the volunteers. And then
volunteers, nice there.
Now they pay them. So now it's
no,
they
AOA.
Now they get paid to volunteer.
Unless Corbin comes on after work and has to, start to.
It might be AOA. You have to turn into you have to tune in to find out.
I mean, yeah.
20 minutes ago we were under 2.5.
Man crush makeover, modern man crush makeover. We'll make it happen. We'll do what we gotta do.
You do what you gotta do. We need 2K subs. So if it's guys, listen. If you need to tell your grandmas, tell your mom to sub. We will have Corbin. He's very popular with the elderly community.
Listen, we gotta have butts and seats. If I gotta show mine,
we need the butts and seats. I need to start taking some private planes to conventions so
and
I can sit in the hotel and look out the window at everything.
Penthouse, baby, penthouse.
All right, sounds good. On that note, we are still 2 minutes away from it, so let's call it before Mark hits us with the clock. Jedi's probably already eating dinner. Make sure you check out their show on Saturday.
Yes, definitely check out the show on Saturday. And
yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah,
we'll see you guys later.
What enthusiasm, Corbin! Corbin, baby.
I'm checked out. Your boy's tired. Okay.
There you go.
He took his tie off. He's done.
I'm done.
Send it.